Oh ho. Hello, everybody.
Been busily beavering away at making a cool web app.
A cool web app. Okay.
Yeah. Gonna
What's the
release it.
app?
It is a side-by-side transcription browser where it like if you've ever used the Google transcriber tool, it's that, but
Okay.
better and open source.
Nice. Even better.
Um,
Ideal, in
yeah,
fact.
it has a lot more tools. It lets you edit the texts. It lets you um, change the speaker of the text. It lets you and move all that around. It lets you split lines, which is a cool feature.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm working on getting it into an actual server API server format, so that because
Mm.
right now it's just a front end, like it's usable, but it's just a front end.
Right.
Um,
Cool.
so I'd like to be able to have a repository where I can actually just share things with people
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
via it. My plan is to release the tool on its own, just as a here's the tool, you can use it, it's free, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then be I would I think make it so that you can host your own server if you feel like it.
That'd be pretty
Um,
cool.
because I often would want to do that if I had a tool like a tool, like self-hosting's a good way to do it. But I'd also want to have a non-self-hosted thing, which unfortunately I would have to charge people for,
Ah,
just because it costs money to run servers,
right.
the cloud servers.
Makes sense.
And right now it does not do the it did the thing where I clicked accept and it didn't do anything.
Let's try again.
Like,
There
Twitch
we
actively hates me.
go.
It worked that time.
Nice.
Um, but and the other thing I want to add, which it currently doesn't have, is the ability to actually transcribe via the tool. Right now, the transcription thing is a different thing that I made, and they're not really linked together. But I'd like to be able to let people upload audio and hit transcribe, and it does the transcription, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would be nice. Ox is in the chat, by the way. Hello, Ox. Ox says,
Hello.
"Oh, who needs back ends? Let the front ends do everything."
Guess what? Guess what I don't have? Share chat. I don't have shared chat.
No, you don't. That's why I'm. Oh, that's what I have to set up. Ha ha! I was gonna be like, of course you don't, because I'm waiting on you. Wait. There we go.
There it is.
There we go. Oh, oh.
I guess I better go to my main then.
I guess so. There we go.
The formatting.
Gaslight
Okay,
him. Yeah, gaslight gatekeep girl boss. You know me. That's all I do.
hi, Ox.
Been a bit. How are you, Ox?
Yeah.
You ever read Dungeon Crawler Carl, Ox? It's gonna be backwards for me on my stream, but. Hello, Governor.
Carol.
Oh, cat. Hello, cat. Want to say hello?
That kills people.
Carl.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Do you wanna... I didn't. I had a craving that only hands could satisfy.
There was a rumbling in my tongue.
Ox says, no, haven't read it. I try to tune into these, even anonymously, because you guys have good book racks. Aw, thank you. That's so nice. I feel like
Damn
we're a
right.
pretty varied... We have a pretty varied list, which is nice. It's not like specific genres. It's all over the place.
We've discussed our favorite and least favorite books before. I think we both said our least favorite was
Frankie Presto.
Frankie Pesto.
Yep.
I'm not I would say that that other one I didn't read was my least favorite because I didn't read it, but I also didn't read it, so I can't say whether or not
And that
it's
one was my
least favorite,
favorite.
so it doesn't count.
It was my favorite. Fifth season was awesome. I need to read the
And
second book.
I think my favorite was
Your favorite was Three Body Problem, wasn't it?
yeah, I really liked Three Body Problem at the time. I don't know if I haven't read the second book. Yeah, I like read the first like page
Yeah.
and got distracted. If
Ox
you ever
says,
finish Wheel Time, you'll even read them.
"Oh, was the book good? I definitely want to read it then." The which one? Three Body? Three Body was interesting. Yeah, it was fascinating. Three Body. Yeah.
I've not seen the show. I'm too worried that it's gonna be a bit dumb.
I think I
in
heard the show
comparison
was
to the
pretty
book.
good, but yeah, it might be.
The main criticism I heard of the show is that the actors were too hot for what it was. Like it just didn't make any sense. It's like, why are all these scientists supermodels?
That's fantastic.
I think the show.
What could you do to make Three Body Problem even better? Make them hot.
Ox, does the show go into like the whole Chinese cultural revolution stuff, or did I hear that they like the origin of all of that changed, but the like the basics of
really?
the alien invasion sort of thing
Ooh, I don't know how I
changed?
feel about
I
that.
don't
I kind
I
of
don't
wish it stayed if that's the
know.
case. Yeah.
It might be. I might be
Hot people.
misremembering.
Right.
But like I think the motivations
They skipped over it for the most part. Mm.
motivation.
But was it a war that they, like a kind of, it's not over yet.
The only thing I know that was in the book that's definitely in the show because somebody was talking about it was the boat going through the nanowire.
I would hope so. That's a really pivotal point in the book.
It's such a cool scene.
It's
too.
fucking neat.
I'm
Yeah.
glad they did that one.
So we don't know everything. Oh, did they not? Where did the show end?
Yeah, where's the show end?
Because I wonder if they didn't cover the whole book.
I should specify it's not really an alien invasion. It's more of a
No, it's a
imminent idea of aliens that could invade.
yes.
It's not like War of the Worlds where it's like hey,
The aliens are here. Yeah.
fucking it up.
Yeah. We had to have. I feel like we need to have at least one alien book a year. First year was War of the Worlds. Second year was a Three Body Problem.
That's true. And what will be next year?
What's got to be this year? What'll be this year? What's this year's alien book? Docs, do you have any alien book recommendations?
I haven't seen Independence Day. I feel like that's.
I don't remember it very well. If that's, it's a pivotal film. It's a very impactful film. Does DCC not count as this? Oh, you know what? That's fair. This does have aliens in it. But it's not alien invasion.
It's not
well,
hard
no, it is alien
sci-fi,
invasion.
though. It's not hard sci-fi like the other ones.
I mean, that's fair comparatively.
This is
How are
this
you?
is more. This is a
Nice to see you,
fantasy
friend.
book.
Yeah.
This is a fantasy book with an alien drop drop.
They take the. I feel like they take inspiration from, or Matt takes inspiration from Hitchhiker's Guide. It's very Hitchhiker's Guide. The start of it.
The framework for it's very Hitchhikers.
How are you tonight, my friend? Also, can I refer to you by your first
Hawaii.
name or by just electric juice boxes? Just let me know. Did you say also Hawaii?
To you too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go for it. Cool. Possible ban evader? What are you talking about? Twitch? What do you mean?
I'm a ban evader. I've been evading bans.
Warn, timeout, ban,
Oh,
not
that's
mod.
why, you just made an account. It's a new
Oh!
account.
Possible ban evader, because she just made an account. Yeah, this is,
This one's a bot.
this is Leanne, who is, my friend who I met in my undergrad. Same place as I met Corwin. Same time.
I thought you were gonna say my new friend that I met at the swingers club. But
What? Okay. You just had every confidence that I was gonna go for that in that direction. Yeah.
you gotta get your head in the book. You know,
I
you gotta get
know.
your mind in the gutter to go into this thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta thoroughly lodge it there in the gutter.
Firmly grasp it. Get him. Oh my gosh.
I've been playing so much Project Zomboid, like
Oh yeah.
every day. It's
Wild.
it's an addiction.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fun.
that sounds fun. I've heard it's fun. Aries, have you played Project Zomboid?
Not for long.
Not for long. Fair enough. I've heard others
I've-
liked it, so.
My character's murdered like 12,000 zombies.
Oh no. I mean, no, oh no. Like they're zombies, but.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So the Tetris effect.
Not by name.
So the Tetris effect is when you play Tetris a lot, because the people did do that back in the day, and it was one of the early games where they started noticing this on, where people would then their mindset would kind of change to the point where, like, they would see Tetris in the world,
Oh.
and they would dream Tetris. The whole thing. It's not like this is rewriting your brain, but it's like if you play a lot of Minecraft and you are like you have a shovel in your hand, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna pick up that cube of dirt over there. Wait,
Right.
no, that's not how reality works.
Right.
And it's not even like I'm gonna do that. It's just like it's in my
Thought.
brain.
Yeah.
But in my Tetris Effect version of Zomboid, they're
Mm-hmm.
kind of flies. Like the zombies are like flies on a surface that just cleaning off. Like it's
Oh.
just weird.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Either that or I'm insane. I might be insane.
It's entirely possible. I was gonna respond and be like, I've been playing a lot of Stitch, which is like a cute little like cross-stitching game. Like it's so different.
You've been playing Stitch, and I've been playing Lilo. So
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
yeah, I've never seen that either.
You've never seen Lilo and Stitch, the movie?
Nope.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's one of the best from
I
Disney.
haven't seen a lot of Disney movies.
Yeah. No, that's one of the really good ones, I'd say.
Tell you what, though, I've seen like a billion trailers for it because there were constantly trailers on like all the VHSs back in the day.
Oh yeah. Lilo and Stitch does hold up really well. I rewatched it maybe 2 years ago, but it was quite good. I have not seen the live action, nor do I want to, because I've heard they changed the ending for a stupid ending. So
Well, every single one of those live actions ones have been ass, except for Jungle Book. But those were before they stopped caring.
yeah.
Jungle Book was like, wow, this is awesome. We're gonna make this new thing, and it's done really well. And oh man, this is gonna be great. And then Lion King's like, you just did the same thing,
Yeah.
but with a worse story. And then everything back since then has been, this is just a cash grab.
I didn't mind the Beauty and the Beast live action. I thought that was kind of fun.
Well, I had Emma Watson in it, so what are you gonna?
And they included an original song, which
It's a good one.
was it original or was it the Broadway show? I think they included a Broadway show song.
Fucks like Gaston, murders ducks like Gaston.
Oh my god! Did you see the video that was a parody of the Gaston song that Guru put in the Dank Memes chat today with the Betty Boop-esque VTuber?
I didn't watch that. No, I didn't know that was a parody of that.
Yeah, it's just one of her clips. That's just like her typical VTuber, but the song she does she changes the lyrics of it, and it's quite good.
I did notice that nobody reacted to my Demon Core meme.
I
because
didn't
Trump
get it. I'm
got
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you familiar with the Demon Core at all?
No, what is that?
It was a nuclear. Well, okay, it's born of a nuclear science experiment, essentially.
Okay.
Where so there's a nuclear radioactive material in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
right? That sends out radioactivity,
Yeah.
and at a certain rate. And
Here,
if
let
you
me show people the meme we're talking about. Keep talking.
yeah, so let's say it sends out 100 radiations, unitless, um, and then if what you could do is you could take a big lead thing
Mm-hmm.
and cover it so that it doesn't do it anymore. So
Yep.
it's now releasing 0. And what they discovered is through mechanics that make sense, if you slowly lower the lid on, it will exponentially increase the amount coming out until it closes. So if you hold it really, really close,
Mm-hmm.
then it is just like shooting out this like of laser of death.
Okay.
But if you hold it a little bit far away, it's like more or less safe amounts of radiation.
Okay.
So it was a common experiment back in the day to like show people like, look, this is how nuclear science works, where they would basically lower this thing to a point where it's safe, and then be like, look what we could do, and then remove the cover again, right?
Right.
And there was a situation where somebody was being like, oh, look at this, and they were being reckless about it, and they were holding it up with a screwdriver, and the screwdriver slipped, and like everybody in the room basically ended up dying of radiation.
Oh.
So that's the demon core.
Okay.
It's I probably got some facts wrong, and you'd have to spend a lot of time reading up on it to understand exactly what's going on. But
Sheesh.
apparently it happened twice too.
Oh God.
But that wasn't the
Jesus.
only time it happened.
Goodness. So is that what the child is holding? He's holding the demon core and doing the little the
Yeah, and it's like the lid's gonna go on.
Oh, and then it's gonna just release fucking lasers and shit. Okay, fair. God damn. All right.
It's one of those things that it's like, oh, maybe I don't understand nuclear mechanics.
Fair enough. Glad to have you here, Corwin. Hope your trip wasn't too bad.
Proud this time.
Yeah.
Just choose more books that people that are popular. So more people...
They're popular.
I'm very sus of the fact that he's put out like 6 of these in the past 5 years.
Oh, there's so many books. It's wild.
Like,
there we go.
I'm not accusing, and I don't think this is the case, but some of it's like, is this AI? Like, I think at the time when he started writing this, it wasn't a thing. So
No, this was
it's just like the speed at which he's pumping it out,
he's
and
just...
some of the things where it's like, wow, that's the exact way that somebody who isn't a human would describe something human.
Just like a human would say. No, he's pumping up books like Brando Sando does. So I believe him.
Brando Sando pumps out books by releasing like one every 2 years.
Fair enough.
This is like one every 9 months.
He released one, I think, pretty recently. But yeah, I think it was
Most authors have a release date, but his have a birth date. A birth rate. I mean.
Birth date. Yeah, this was 2020. Was the first edition. And it was self-published, so you know what? He had a dream.
Published in 2020.
And then the edition I have is from 2024.
I thought I had a list saying all of them.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. There are
at the front
7 in that series.
Oh yes.
And then he has
the inevitable ruin.
8 more.
Kaiju Battlefield Surgeon. That sounds like a sick series, or just standalone book.
I don't know that the other books came out after, so I can't speak to it. But he has a lot of books out. Yeah, and I really hope that all of those haven't come out since 5 years ago.
Fair.
That's insane. So
yeah.
Like that's like maybe you aren't a real person and this is ghost written kind of level speed.
I can't fathom how these prolific authors work, truly. Twitter's warning you to be a possible ban invader, assuming your account is new. Yeah, it's just because she made her account like 10 minutes ago. Or 20 minutes at this point. It's fine. I think you can, like, give her the okay, but I don't know how to do it, to be honest. Like, there's no issue. Like, you won't get banned. Don't worry.
Yeah, Leon, why are you evading so many bans?
Oh, the possible ban invader message is gone. Yippee. Done. Thank you, Corwin. We just needed a mod to come in. Benji, I don't even know if you're
If
a
it
mod
makes
in
you
my
feel any
stream.
better, only the mods can see that. But well, and you. That said, I didn't see it, but I think that's because it's the shared chat or something.
Oh,
But I am
maybe.
a mod.
Fair
Unless
enough.
you unmodded me, in which
Well, I don't unmod anybody. So, people who have been sticking with me since 2021 will still have it like that.
I don't have the mod badge, but it might just be that it's because I'm a broadcaster in this.
Possibly. Anyway.
Either that, or I've secretly been removed from the friend group. I've
You
been put
didn't
into the
stream
group
enough.
chat. You guys have a separate group chat without me.
Book Club 2, Don't Tell Benji. Like, that's just the title. Nah.
You tried to time me out, rude.
Rude. So you're a mod. That would have been really funny. Not the dreaded separate group chat. Oh no. I have so many group chats. My goodness.
I suppose we're
like
40
20.
minutes
That's fair.
so we should get into it.
Probably we should. I'm doing the summaries this time.
We're literally never on time.
Never,
Part of that problem
never.
is we meet at the time we're supposed to go live.
Yeah, but the problem this time was that I had like a pop-up come up where it was like, hey, we couldn't find the assets, like your overlays, like the borders that I added, and I went, what? And I was trying to like figure out where they were, and I was like, adding in new ones, and I'm like, oh no, I found them, I just gotta replace them. Anyway, they're all good.
My advice is because OBS is like that.
Yeah.
To have all of your assets in a constant location, preferably on a cloud drive.
Yeah.
So that if your computer crashes, they're persistent, and also they're persistent if you like move files away. Like I'm lazy and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna put this folder on the desktop, and then later I'm like, this doesn't need to be on the desktop, and I'll move it, and then OBS will be like, I have no memory of this place.
Yeah. Hey Uber, yeah, I got a new avatar. Look, I added her to my overlay, so she's right there.
Does it move?
No, I just put the picture. But when I stream it, it does move. When I'm not on book club.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Does it like the mouth
the mouth has
Pac-Man style?
No. It has
or like Canadian style.
It has like 3 different frames for the talking, so so the funny part is whenever I'm talking, I'm always at some point going oh, even though I'm not saying oh. So it looks kind of funny, but it's fine. And then I have toggles for looking to the right to read chat, and then I have like expression toggles where I can be like crying or shocked or whatever.
It actually follows your face.
No. Those are toggles. I have a keyboard. They're key bindings, but I just wanted something that wasn't full VTuber and was kind of pixelated because VTubers are too uncanny valley for me. So,
I mean, you could use a VTuber, whatever program that is, to just trigger those effects. So, like, you can have it track your eyes, and if you look over at chat or something, it just goes to the chat mode.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't know how do you do that offhand, but I'm sure you could.
It's just different images, so I could probably look into it. Nice, looks cool. Thank you, Uber. But yes.
It's the same one that was on the pin, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna get into Dungeon Crawler Caarrrrll. We've read about half the book, actually, basically exactly half the book, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. I'm gonna do the summaries.
So, like, a month ago it wasn't on bookstore shelves, and now there's 6 of them on the bookstore shelves. So I think that might be Mandela effect.
Probably, yeah. I kept seeing copies of it everywhere. Like when, basically ever since Leanne told me about the book, I was like, oh, I should look into Dungeon Crawler Carl. And then it was just every bookshop I went to, I was like, oh my god, this is the book. But I was hoping for like a paperback because I didn't want, like I figured it was old enough to have a paperback, like it had been out long enough, and I was like, oh, maybe it'll be cheaper. And then as it happened, my friend Cleo just ended up being like, hey, I love Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I really want to read the books. And she's like, do you want the first 2? I've got them. And I'm like, sure. So I have the first 2 hardcover. So now I have to get the rest hardcover. Now I've committed.
What happened to me is last time I went into a bookstore around Christmas time, I think. I went over to the fantasy shelf and I was just like, I was waiting for my haircut appointment and just like, because it's right next door, and I was just like looking at all the books, and I was like, I came across this and I'm like, oh, that's new. I've never seen that before. That must be new. So I picked one up and I looked. I was like, 2020. That's seriously, that's been around for that long? Like I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
And then like 3 weeks later, you were like, let's read that one.
You're like, oh,
Oh yeah,
that's the one I spotted. Yeah. That's pretty funny, actually. The last one,
one's
800 pages. Goodness, because this is what, 500? Something like that?
Are you sure this guy isn't an AI?
This one is 450 with the acknowledgements and shit, so fair enough.
Like maybe it actually is like a Nancy Drew.
The book went from niche to
situation.
popular so quickly. Oh, I mean, like I see that because I remember you telling me about it, and then I just like kept seeing it in stores, and then I kept getting ads for the audiobooks. My phone was listening.
He looks real.
He looks like, actually, what does he look like? Do I have a picture of him? I don't think I do. No, I have a picture of lovely Princess Donut in the back of my book.
He looks like if what's his name? Brendan Fraser
Okay.
had a baby with the guy who plays Jaime Lannister.
Oh. All right, then.
Looking at this one pic of him with a pink shirt.
All right. I just realized, too, I've never actually taken off my book sleeve when I was reading it, and there's actually text on the hardcover.
Okay,
It's
Dungeon
backwards.
Crawler Carl
You will not break me.
came out in 2020. The next one came out in 2021. The next one after that came out in 2021. Next one after that came out in 2021.
My
Then
thinking
one
is
came out in
that
2022. Then 2023, 2024. And
so he must have like
possibly 2026.
he must have had like a plan, like mapped out, like, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about for book 1, book 2, book 3, and then he just fucking went for it. Like,
I thought I read that like he was just like, I'm stuck inside for COVID. Fuck it, I'll write a book series.
oh, that's even better. I like that.
which means that he wrote all of those before after 2019, which is insane.
Yeah, wild.
Like dude just sat in front of his computer for 3 years and just typed.
This man's actually an alien working for the Borant corporation.
Maybe.
He's just speaking the truth. He's trying to tell people what's really happening with Earth. All right, let's get into this, shall we? I think that'd be good. Okay, so Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'll read a little premise / summary at the front here.
Yeah, he's released 2 books this year.
2 books, wild.
In 2026.
That's
The one we've had 2 months of.
oh my god, he's a machine. The apocalypse will be televised. Welcome to the first book in the wildly popular and addictive New York Times bestselling Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Dittman. I get bonus material exclusive to this print edition. You know what's worse than breaking up with your girlfriend? Being stuck with her prize-winning showcat. And you know what's worse than that? An alien invasion, the destruction of all man-made structure on Earth, and the systemic exploitation of all the survivors for a sadistic intergalactic game show. That's what. Join Coast Guard vet Carl and his ex-girlfriend's cat Princess Donut as they try to survive the end of the world, or just get to the next level, in a video game like trap-filled fantasy dungeon. A dungeon that's actually the set of a reality television show with countless viewers across the galaxy. Exploding goblins, magical potions, deadly drug-dealing llamas. This ain't your ordinary game show. Welcome, Crawler. Welcome to the dungeon. Survival is optional. Keeping the viewers entertained is not. So this was a... What's yours say?
That last... Well, I just don't have that.
The last bit?
Oh, no, it is. It's in the mouth. Never mind.
Oh, it's in the mouth. Mouth.
See?
Oh, yeah, mine's just at the bottom.
Oh.
In the yellow text.
So in the dark, it's in dark text. So I was looking at it in the dark, and I literally can't see it because the rest of it's in yellow on black, and this is black on red.
Ah, fair. All right. I apologize for if I have any issue with reading my summaries. At some point there was some chicken scratch going on, so.
I do enjoy that occasionally there's little pictures. Or do
yeah, for the
that
chapters.
right?
Yeah, at the beginnings of the chapters.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, that's very nice. Helps with visuals of certain characters too, which is nice.
Yeah. It's like, this is what a goblin looks like.
Indeed.
Sure is.
That sure is a goblin.
This is what a buff lizard looks like. Sure is.
Sure. Buff fish. So, if anyone's new here, the blame it on Bo's handwriting. Yeah. I mean, he did lay on my book at least twice when I was trying to read it. And I was like, I set it aside. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go read after work. And I go and I'm just like, well, I can't remove it. You're sleeping on it. Sir.
Makes me think of that traditional Japanese painting, I think it is, or a tapestry or something of
with the lady, the cat sleeping on her, just cutting on her kimono or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate. So for anyone who's new, who hasn't joined a Books Club, one of our book club streams before, what we typically do is we will, so one of us will be responsible for chapter summaries.
We're doing it live.
No.
No.
Yeah, read the whole book. Yeah. We're going to have some chapter summaries, talk about it. Sometimes we'll combine chapter summaries for the sake of time because you can't be streaming for 6 hours. But we're going to talk about half the book, and then next week, or not next week, in the next session that we will do, Benji will be covering the chapter summaries. So it's me this week. Yippee. Also, I'm using the Blueprints notebook, so at the top, I must have started writing notes for Blueprints, and then I just because this is Blueprints 4, I just crossed it out and wrote Dungeon Crawl Carl. But I will get back to this. This is a multi-purpose book now. And go on a lot of tangents. We do indeed. Alright. Dungeon Crawl Carl, Chapter 1. Our protagonist Carl wakes up in the middle of the night from a startling dream. The fluffy tortoiseshell Persian cat of his, and his now ex-girlfriend Bee, leaps from the bedroom through the window and into a tree. Carl grabs... Persian cat.
That's not what's in my head.
I know. Well, so the front, like, the art that we have of Donut, it's a silhouette. It's, like, super shadowed. So you don't actually see her markings, but I always just think she's like a... What are those, like, really, like, those cats with, like, the really squished faces? Maybe it is a Persian. But
That's
anyway.
a Persian cat.
Okay, that is what I think of, but I never remember that she's a tortie. But she's a tortoiseshell. Because I always think, she's a black cat.
I picture her as one of the cats from the Aristocats.
That's what Leanne did, too.
Yeah.
The little white aristocrat, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't...
Yeah.
My brain can't do
that.
Whatever that cat was.
The Persian? Yeah.
Persian cat, yeah.
That's fair.
This doesn't fit.
Yeah, so she leaps out and through a window and into a tree. Carl grabs some Crocs and heads out into the cold to retrieve the cat, Donut, when suddenly his building, among others, completely flattens with a slam. A voice booms in his head, and text appears in front of him, explaining that the Borant Corporation is following some sort of protocol and mining resources from the buildings, cars, street signs, and more that slammed into the ground. The voice explains that survivors can enter the World Dungeon to reclaim their lost matter, and the control of Earth will be given back to the person who makes it fully through the dungeon. Entrances to the dungeon appear, and Caarrrrll quickly runs towards the first entrance he sees, with Donut in tow.
I mean, spoilers. He's obviously going to win. Right?
I would be shocked.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be the main character.
This is true. I mean, maybe he'll like him and one other person will be like the last survivors, and they'll cheat the system.
You mean like literally Hunger Games?
I don't know. I haven't read them, nor have I watched the movie. Movies.
Oh, that's exactly what happens in Hunger Games.
Oh, really?
like
Phenomenal.
beat for beat.
Well, that sounds right. That fits so well. Yeah.
The other possibility is that he discovers that it genuinely is completely rigged and it's not possible to get to the end. But
yeah. I think Aries was telling me that the first book covers like the first 2.5 levels, maybe 2.25.
what it seems to be.
Yeah, because the first half of the book is basically all level 1. So you haven't read the Hunger Games? No.
Yeah, you don't need to. They're not good.
It's okay, fair. Rip Leanne, I guess. No. I've never really been drawn to that style, that kind of story, like that kind of war games idea. No, this feels different. The Hunger Games and is closer to Red Rising to me than this is.
Pretty acclaimed. You know what else is acclaimed? 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, no, the Hunger Games, at least it has more acclaim than fucking 50 Shades. 50 Shades is a meme at this point. Twilight is fun to watch because it's bad. Dystopian survival games are not much. Ooh, burn. Dystopian survival games, yeah. So, like, there is that in this, but it's a different vibe.
To be clear, I don't think Hunger Games is bad. I think it's just not good.
That doesn't make it any better. You're not making your case.
It was fun enough to read it, but like I wouldn't want to reread it, and I don't care about the rest of the story.
Fair. My dad loves them. My dad really likes the Hunger Games books.
Well, I'll never read them. No.
Well, it's funny. There's a few book series that I want to read that he's read, because like people also keep telling me to read like Outlander and maybe watch the show, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
I started reading Hunger Games about around the time it came out, when everyone was freaking out about it.
Oh.
And I got like a few chapters, and I was like, eh. And everyone was like, ooh. And then the movie came out, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is the best thing that's ever existed. And I'm like, eh. And then people were like, oh my god, you have to watch this. Like, you're missing out. So I watched it, and I'm like, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was fun enough.
Fair. Not your thing.
And then I watched the parody of it, and it was better.
It's okay.
I mean, the parody of it's really bad, but I found it more entertaining.
Ah, fair enough. Your mom was obsessed with that Lander. You never got into it. Fair. I have one.
I don't even. I know it's about time travel and
Scotland. I think it's
Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know. My grandmother loves that one.
Oh, nice. My dad tells me to read the books, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And my other friend really wants me to watch the show, but the selling point that she keeps giving me is she's like, Amy, it's spicy. It's so good. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's not a draw for me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a funny draw for me.
Best case scenario, it makes me horny when I watch it, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, okay, this is fun enough.
Yeah.
Like it, but usually it's just like this didn't need this. It's either this didn't need any of this or this is porn. Like there's that's it pretty much.
Yeah, there's no in between. Oh no. Um, talking a bit about chapter one.
Actually,
Oh,
I do want to point out I've been watching Letterkenny and that
oh,
while
Letterkenny's
it doesn't
funny.
have like any explicit like sex scenes is very horny, but that I think is fine. It's the like everybody fucking and like
Uh,
constantly everybody like having sex like shown on camera. That bothers me. It's just like what's the point?
yeah, it's just
Like
in
sure
your face.
allude to it,
Yeah, yeah.
make everybody hot and bi, sure, but like you don't you don't need to constantly have sex scenes.
Letterkenny, a delight. That's another show I need to watch. Corin says next book club, and today we're reading
We were
Heated
chatting with your
Rivalry.
pals the other day. It's fun watching Letterkenny's funny because I even though I'm not Canadian, I know all those people. Like
Yeah,
all of the people in that show, I know those people.
yeah, yeah.
The way they act, the things they do, the things they talk about.
I'm pretty sure it was filmed in Ontario, right? I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Yeah. Nice.
They don't have last names, right? Like, is that like a recurring joke? Because a couple times they've like been about to say the last name and then looked at the camera funny, and then on the wiki they don't have last names. The main family doesn't have last names. Everybody else does.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Bonnie McMurray, just fucking hot. Fucking hell, man.
The only thing I know about Letterkenny is the hockey bros.
I.
Who are just assholes.
I most recent episode I watched, they were like it was like Christmas party or whatever in there. They got like super like creepy. I was like,
Oh no.
okay.
Oh no.
They were just being themselves, but then they were like, yeah, I got the girl and yeah, we took her down. And it's just like got it with like obviously intentionally meaning to be like the show was like this is what
Yeah, yeah.
and even the actors were like, "What am I saying?"
Yeah. What? Wild. Never noticed, to be honest. I don't know.
And then Wayne was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
But talking a bit about chapter one, we've already gone on our first tangent. It's fine. When I was reading chapter one, I said it earlier in the stream. I was like, oh, this is giving me like big Hitchhikers vibes, and I was just like, this is great. This is the kind of comedy I'm gonna really enjoy, because it's just like a bit of silly, a bit of wit. You know, I was like, okay, dry. I was like, cool. And I guess like, I mean, as a general, like, hey, this is like setting up who these characters are. Obviously felt bad for Carl with what happens with B, although we kind of learn more and more about her as we read. And I didn't really think much of Donut, but I was just like, oh, cute cat, show cat, cool. But yeah, I was really interested to see like what the dungeon was gonna look like when it popped up. So
It is. I mentioned that I was like, I'm not like a huge fan of the characters. They all seem a little flat. What I mean by that is every single time a character talks, the right words come out of their mouth for what I'm expecting them to say. Like from the beginning, like I didn't even need to learn these characters. That's just like every single one of them is just the correct character. It's like it's not like a character's been put into a situation. It's like that. It's like they're NPCs, like in a video game.
I mean, maybe
It's like
apropos.
every character in this is an NPC, basically, in the way that it reads to me. Not in literal way, but like just the
like
don't
they
think they
fit
have
the
much
role
depth
that
to
they're given, kind of thing.
yeah, they fit the role too well, and like it. So far, he hasn't made a mistake. I mean, minor mistakes, sure, but that were immediately rectified. Like, and I don't want to go like fully down the Mary Sue route there,
Mm,
but like
mm.
it's definitely like, oh, okay, you're this. It doesn't feel like there's. On top of that, it doesn't feel like there's stakes because, as I've discussed before, I immediately turn off when they're like, the world was destroyed. Now, Hitchhiker's Guide, it's at first it's like, oh my god, what's the point? The world was destroyed. And then it very quickly becomes absolutely nothing about Earth. Like it's just like Earth doesn't matter anymore. Fuck that. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the rest of the story is unrelated.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, they just go to
Um
space and visit planets.
whereas this is a bit more like it definitely is reaching for that hitchhiker, but it doesn't quite hit it
Mm.
for me at least. Like it's a lot of that humor is just like you're almost there, but it also feels like I'm on Reddit a little bit.
I will say there is this I think actually
I
Corwin had a good.
did not finish my thought.
Oh, sorry.
I just realized that. No, I just realized I veered down the wrong path.
Oh,
Talking about it sometimes.
that's
But no,
okay.
continue what you were saying.
I was gonna say I think that Corwin had a good like um a comment that he put in Discord about it where he was just like the writing, like the language specifically, like for the comedy more so, is definitely like a I wouldn't necessarily say of the time because it was 2020 so it wasn't that long ago, but it's definitely like a certain
Product of the internet age, I think is what he said.
right, yeah, yeah, so it's evocative of that, which for the most part I do find quite funny, but sometimes I'm just like I just read it and I like, okay, I just keep going, like I just continue, you know. But yeah.
I like it when it's the game being snarky because
Mm.
that's like it's lore that they went way over the top on that.
Oh yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
meant to be bad. Where
Mm-hmm.
but then like there's a lot of that outside of that as well, which
Mm-hmm.
doesn't hit as hard or
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
That's fair. Yeah, I will say it started feeling very Hitchhikers, and then it kind of just very quickly became its own thing, which I was like okay with still. I was just like, all right,
Where it
cool.
became
Um,
a weird D&D session.
basically. But yeah, how about we get into the dungeon then?
But I just wanted to finish. The other branch that I meant to go down
Mm.
was with dystopian, the world's destroyed sort of thing. I just don't care. Like with Hitchhikers, since the point of it was not to get back to Earth, because it was gone, whatever, it's gone now.
Mhm.
The point of it was irrelevant. In this, the point is to survive this so you can get Earth back. And I'm like, it's nothing left. There's no fucking point. Like, what? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there needs to be, at least for me, maybe there is later, but there hasn't been yet, an actual reason that he's still staying alive. Like, why has he not done what all the others did, or not all the others, but a lot of the others did, and just say, nope, we're not going to the next room. We're just gonna die here, whatever. Like, there's no incentive for him to continue other than stubbornness, which is not compelling.
I mean, for me, the drive for Carl was like it's a situation where like he knows and we know that Earth's basically taken over. They have very little chance of getting it back. Like even the fact that they were like, "Hey, if you go through the dungeon and you go and you win, you survive it, and you have the opportunity to like take back Earth," like you have no confirmation if that's what they're going to do, and I'm sure Carl knows that, but because it was a quick sequence of events of like, hey, the dungeon's opening up, it's not going to be open for a super long time, and he's like, well, I may as well go in to survive, I guess. And that's been the whole no, I know, but that's his whole thing of going through the dungeon. He's like, he's not necessarily driving it to be like, I'm gonna be the #1 survivor and save Earth. Like, he's just dealing with it and trying to keep Donut alive. Like, because Donut is actually the person the creature that he cares about. Even though she's...
That's what I look at it.
That's the only thing that I can see. I'm sure it will, like, the story will like open up a little bit more. I mean, it's got 7 books. There's got to be like some really, I feel like there's got to be some interesting twists that are coming. But yeah, to me it was more survival mode, think about it later, as opposed to, you know, I'm gonna save Earth necessarily.
Yeah, good point. He's had time to think about it now, though, and not once has the thought crossed his mind of what's the point.
No, because he's focused on just surviving. He's doing exactly what the alien, what the Syndicate wants them to do, is just, they might just fucking forget. They might just be like, I just need to survive however long that I can do it, you know, I will do it.
Yeah.
But that's what they're betting on. They're betting on people not surviving, and he wants to more so beat the system, because he just wants to show them like, oh, like, I can survive this. Like, they can throw anything at me. And it's that whole thing of like, in a game, you get buffs, you get stat increases. You're like, oh great, well I'm doing really well, I'm progressing, so I'm gonna keep going, because he's got the video game mindset, right? So yeah, stories composed of a sequence of memes and tropes. Yeah.
I also have an issue with the inconsistency of his morality, but we can go into that later if you want to get into it.
I would like to talk about that. That was something that's interesting. Yeah. But we'll get there when we,
like, it's fine for him to be immoral, amoral.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Moral,
yeah.
you can't be all of them at once.
Yeah, I have an interpretation of why that's the case, but I agree. Like, there was some points where I was like, whoa, really? So yeah, maybe we'll get into chapter 2. I might just actually combine some chapters, just because it's 25 chapters I gotta get through. So I'll do chapter 2 and 3. Chapter 2. Carl and Donut descend the dungeon, and Carl learns he and Donut have been registered as dungeon crawlers, and that they are in the midst of completing the tutorial. A small group of goblins ambush them, and they find a door to the tutorial guild. Behind the door, a rat-like man named Mordecai speaks to Carl, surprised as he missed the notification about the world dungeon. Carl punches some goblins while Donut slips into the tutorial guild, and Carl convinces Mordecai to open the door for him, slamming it behind him as the violent goblins smash into it. Chapter 3. Mordecai warns that if the goblins outside aren't dealt with, they will call more to attack Carl and Donut. Carl makes a mad dash for their massive vehicle and manages to kill all of the remaining goblins with his bare toesies, rushing back inside the house before the vehicle explodes. Mordecai explains that he himself is a non-combatant NPC who was once a dungeon crawler, but never made it past floor 11. He mentions that he was born a skyfowl, but became a changeling on floor 11, so his form shifts as the guild hall moves. He also mentions that Carl's Earth is the 7th or 8th human-seeded world, and acknowledges that Carl has a lot of questions and settles in to answer them. There's a lot going on. I love Mordecai, just gotta say.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a little rat man.
I also, whilst I'm not, well, I'm open to it as a concept, obviously, but like, I'm not a fan of everything you've ever known is wrong. Like that is,
like the human-seeded Earth kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, oh, that's even more of, hey, what's the point of everything? Like, why am I here? Why bother? Why care? I need to have a reason to care. Otherwise, I don't have a reason to feel like I care about reading the rest of your book.
I feel like it, with how Carl's character is, it feels like that. I mean, for one thing, that information is obviously set up to be background as to why they just suddenly appeared and, you know, all this happened. Yeah. But at the same time, it is, as I'm reading more and more, I'm like, okay, Carl hasn't necessarily said this a whole lot, but I get the feeling that, like, it is also a, like, if you tell that to him, and it's supposed to be a, like, hey, you're insignificant in this grander scheme of things, I feel like that's going to be more motivation for Carl to survive, because he's like, you think I'm insignificant? Because he's consistently, at the very least, said, they won't break me. They're not gonna, like, I'm gonna get through this in some way or another. So not that that's like the reason, but I got the feeling that it was like it's that whole like, oh, in the face of some insurmountable corporation or group, the protagonist will persevere, that whole thing, right?
If I was in that situation, I think the thing pushing me through, and I don't think I'd give up. Like obviously, yeah, everything's gone.
Yeah.
It's hard to care about anything, but the thing that would push me forward would be the idea that I would then be allowed to be integrated into a bigger society that I didn't know existed, but there's no indication for that's
Right.
the case.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that would be a good way to, like, an incentive, like, oh, I can get out of this thing and join, like, just become a person of the galaxy
Mm-mm.
and learn about all this shit and like be one of them.
Yeah.
But like it's I don't know, maybe that is on the line and it just hasn't been stated, but it hasn't been stated.
Yeah, no, I get that. Because, I mean, like what you're saying, like, ultimately, like, if he gets through this whole dungeon and he gets control of Earth, what the fuck's he gonna do? You know, like, that's, you know, what is his level of power there?
The king of
Flattened, smush buildings, and death. Yeah, they haven't mentioned it, and I feel like that's probably a narrative, like, it's definitely a narrative choice, because I feel like they're having the reader focus on, like, okay, this is, like, let's focus on the dungeon, and then as the books continue and the story builds, like, maybe it'll expand beyond the dungeon, or the dungeon itself will change in some way.
I assume what this story is going to be is he continues down the dungeon. As he gets further, he meets more people, and he slowly learns that the whole thing is rigged. You can't win, and that the like stuff like that. He figures out a clever way to win, or maybe not make it to the end if it's not possible, but escape basically, and then ends up, it's like, whoa, look at this crazy society, but I hate it, let's tear it down.
Yeah.
That's what the story is going to be.
Mm-mm.
Which isn't a bad thing. It's that I can just see that that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I feel similarly, Corwin. Yeah, he's focusing on the here and now. So that's what I meant by it was probably also a narrative choice, because I think it's going to come up in later books. Like,
Yeah.
makes sense, because you can't just. I mean, I say that you can't just. Or go on.
As a reader, I assume that will be the case.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, oh, okay, that's the incentive, but it hasn't been stated, and maybe it will.
Mm-hmm. These chapters also have the first more frequent moments of, like, the dungeon AI popping up with notifications, which have usually been pretty fun and very snarky.
The best part of the book for me has been opening the boxes. I love opening the boxes.
The loot boxes are fun. Yeah, all the different items.
That might just be my hooked internet brain being like, ooh,
loot box, yeah. What did you get for the gold box? Yeah. Really? That's not your favorite, Kerwin? See, I will say I do get sometimes a little, like, less enthused to read it. I mostly read, like, I'm interested in them to read them for, like, the jokes. But sometimes it'll just be whole chapters where it'll just be Donut and Carl talking with Mordecai and opening loot boxes, and it's only like 5 pages, then it'll just go to the next part, and I'm like, all right, anyway. Like, so I don't think too much of it, but I do like the jokes.
I care more about learning the whys than the hows and the whats than watching the progress of the dungeon. I'd rather be shown behind the scenes. I'd rather play this as a video game than be in it, I think.
Would be fun as a video game.
This will translate really well to visual media as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can just tell.
I do believe there is also a Dungeon Crawler Carl TTRPG.
Really?
Yeah, at least
Doesn't surprise me.
I believe. Yeah, unsurprising. I think so though. Also, I'm
I mean, that's just D&D.
yeah. um, I think at this point when I was reading, because I think at this point he'd gotten a couple loot boxes,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay. And at that point, I just kept thinking, is he ever gonna get pants or shoes? I don't think
No.
so. I think he's just whole book.
The picture in the front, he's literally in his boxers.
Yeah, just running for his life. Yeah.
I think that's one of his character things. Is I get pants? No, I don't get pants. I
Yeah.
think that's just gonna be a recurring thing. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe not for the whole series, but
Yeah.
maybe at the end of the book he'll finally get a pair of pants.
Maybe, or maybe like it'll only be very brief. Like he'll just have them for like, I don't know, a
He'll get a
minute,
pair of pants,
and then
and he'll get
immediately
burned
lose
off.
them. Yeah, and he'll be like, no, I was warm. Yeah, and I really like Mordecai. I think he's a fun NPC. I feel so bad for him.
So far.
Yeah. The funny thing too was that when I was talking with my friend Cleo about this book, and I had not gotten very far at all. Like I wasn't even at the chapter where Mordecai says that he's a changeling and he was previously a bird. And I remember like
Actually, a bird.
actually a bird.
Looked like a rat to me.
And I remember like, so I knew he was a rat, but I was telling Cleo, I was like, oh, and I love Mordecai. She's like, oh my god, Mordecai. And I'm like, yeah, my little favorite burb. I don't even know why I said bird, because then I was like, I mean rat, but I didn't like correct myself. Then I kept reading and I went, holy shit, I'm right. What?
He had a picture
Of
from the
his
moment you
family,
meet him,
right?
He has the picture of his brother.
Yeah, so maybe that was what I clued in on before I actually read his explanation. Yeah. So, yeah, he's very cool.
I'm a rat. Here's my brother, the chicken.
One of us is adopted.
One of us only tells lies.
Yeah. But it's those two statements of just like, one of us is adopted and one of us lies. Hey, Erasmo. All right. How about chapters 4 and 5? They're pretty short.
Yeah, let's learn about chapters 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Learn all about them.
All about them.
We dissect them.
Chapter 4.
Roll them around in our mouth.
Blah, blah, blah. Chapter 4. Mordecai explains that the Syndicate seeded planets with different species, including humans, and have a hold over them. He then explains how the game and dungeon work to Carl, and this is just one season out of the many that the Syndicate broadcasts to the universe. After this, I can't read that word. Oh, there we go. After this season, Mordecai notes that he will become a full citizen and can travel anywhere in the universe, save for his home. He also grimly tells Carl that no crawler has ever made it past level 13 of the dungeon.
I guess that is a stated version of what I said. Where it's like maybe you can become what Mordecai is and then after a while integrate into society.
Yeah, that is possible. I mean, Carl hasn't given that thought, I will say, but that is a possibility. Yeah. In the chapter 5. Having been granted 10 loot boxes, Carl opens them one by one. Providing him with healing potions, magic clothing, rations, and weapons, he also discovers he has a rare pet box, which contains an enhanced biscuit. Mordecai explains this could have positive or negative effects on Donut, but it was safest to feed her the biscuit in the safe zone. Donut leaps up to devour the biscuit and becomes a fleshy, bubbly mess. Mordecai explains that she is transforming and they need to wait about 10 minutes.
She's turned into a what are those things are from Star Trek?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know Star Trek that well.
Oh,
Sadly.
like terrifying goo monsters that
Oh.
like are people turn into them. Oh, whatever.
Oh, great.
Fucking traumatized me as a kid. I saw that episode.
That's fair. I envisioned Tubby Toast from Teletubbies? Like, just, like, do you recall that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I recall Teletubbies, but I don't recall Tubby Toast.
Tubby Toast was like, it was like a spread. It was weird. It was like this pink goopy spread that came out of a machine, and that's what I was like. Oh, it's just like a pink.
Oh,
Black.
it's the McDonald's chicken nugget.
Exactly. Yeah. Corin says, any bets on whether Mordecai actually becomes a full citizen, gets freedom? Because I don't buy it for a second. No way is he getting that. No.
Either he's gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Or it's going to be a plot point that he actually doesn't get it because they're assholes.
Oh yeah. Well, the system. Ew, Tubby Toast. That's what it. Well, because it was fleshy and pink and blobby, and I was like, all right, it's goop. She became goop. I would have been gooped. Been funny if the system said Donut was going to transform into an existential horror, and after the transformation, she was still just a cat.
That would have been great.
I mean, she didn't change that much visually.
She didn't change visually at all.
No, she's just a cat. But as
Why did
chapter
she have to be reduced to goo to turn back into a cat?
She
that looks the same.
Reject feline existence. Return to goo. Which, yes, in chapter 6, Carl tries on his magic clothing, feeling stronger than ever before, and suddenly a sultry voice speaks to Carl and Mordecai, and Carl whirls around to see Donut, a cat once more, talking to him. Just a cat. I thought it was so funny when he was just like oh, like a lovely feminine voice is speaking to me, one who's like sultry, and I'm like, that's Donut, Carl. Don't do it. Like that. And he turned around and he goes, But I didn't know Donut was gonna talk, which actually makes sense because people love Donut.
I was so glad that Donut got talk. I was gonna be so annoyed if this
She was just a cat. Just a cat getting into shit.
Constantly a cat getting in the way.
Oh god. Yeah. It's so then I was like, ooh, like this is really interesting. I wonder what's gonna go from there.
I smell poutine.
Someone having some gravy and fries.
I haven't had a poutine in a long time.
Same.
Do you like poutine?
I do.
Poutine these balls in your mouth.
What the oh my god.
Nuts.
I still can't believe that I fucking I didn't understand what you were going for with Mind Goblin. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so upset.
You really have to watch out for those mind goblins. Though.
I know they really, yeah.
I mean, ever since they got introduced at SockCon, it's just like it's all downhill.
All been downhill. Yeah, that was the other one you got me on.
I don't smell
SockCon.
poutine. That was entirely a setup.
I figured. You were also very blurry on your camera.
It's punishment.
Yep. You can't be sharp. It's a little better. There we go. Very good.
Autofocus. Who needs it?
No. Who needs it?
Who needs it?
Any other thoughts before I go to the next couple chapters, I think?
No.
Ready.
I don't think so. It's all very much just like, this is what this is. This is what this is. This is what this is. Look at this thing. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Which isn't. It sounds like it should be boring, but it's kind of like, I don't know anything about this world, so give me as much information as possible.
Yeah. Which is probably intentional at that point, because he's like, well,
Yeah.
may as well.
For more dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, we've destroyed the Earth. Now we have to build an entire reality. Here you go.
Yeah. Chapter 7.
I do like that all of the dungeon is like made of earth things. Like it
Yeah.
makes it feel like an actual like video game where it's like, oh, all the dungeons made out of all like these like old signs and shit.
Mm.
Like, oh, you look at that. I recognize what that is. That doesn't belong there.
Yeah.
I
And
like that.
we'll talk about it later, but like the commercials that they try to make to mimic what's on Earth is very interesting. Like for the
Oh, is that
television.
what that was?
That's what I got. Yeah.
I thought that was actually just one of their commercials.
I mean, it is a
And
commercial, but it's them mimicking what they think an Earth commercial would be.
I thought that was just like, wow, look how weird their commercials are.
Fair enough.
Like, but
Fair enough. I reread the first half of the book for book club, and I forgot how much damn explaining they do. Oh yeah, it's a lot of explaining.
When they first said, "Oh yeah, we've repurposed the matter of this planet to make the dungeon,"
Mm-hmm.
like I thought that was like we've atomized it.
Mm.
Boom, here's a custom made dungeon. But no, they just
No,
like
they just made it out of.
picked up a Taco Bell there,
Yep.
threw a sign on. Like,
Yeah.
here's a car.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Taco Bell. That's true. Here's the gym. Here's the 24-hour fitness gym. That was really good.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Yeah. Chapter 7. Donut received several stat buffs following her transformation, which allowed her to become a full-fledged crawler. She opens her loot boxes and dons a purple crown.
Oh, she's wearing a crown this whole time, isn't she?
Yep, whole time.
Wasn't picturing that.
Giving her several buffs, but locking her into a quest and becoming a member of the Blood Sultanate. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen at some point.
Oh yeah.
The crown demands that she kill the Sultan and the remaining royal family members on the 9th floor. With a sigh, she proclaims Carl her bodyguard and takes control of the party as leader. I didn't write down the name, but I do love it. I think she's like Princess Donut, best in show, and then it's just bodyguard Carl or something like that. It's very good.
I think it's something similar to that, yeah.
Mm.
It felt a bit like reading video game tutorial of the book, which it is, yeah.
It's probably like the author's like, I imagine the author would have been like, well, the people who are going to be reading this are people who know D&D and know video games, like, evidently. But there's going to be some people who don't. So for those people, maybe we'll just get a little more explainy.
It does make me wonder, like, obviously this is designed to work well for humans, and like, but the entire world was allowed into these things. You think people in like tribal Africa know how to play WoW? Like, they'd be presented with this interface and they've probably never gotten to use one like that, right? Or maybe they have, but like I've been to places where they're fairly poor and they just don't have. They have like a computer.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have the resources. So
Well, yeah,
it's definitely designed for the average person, but I feel like a lot of people would struggle to understand how the system works unless it's translating to something they understand.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, like we get into it a little bit later. Not exactly the same scenario, obviously, but like we meet characters who are not suited for this dungeon and they need some help to live, to survive it.
Yeah, you think all those old people know how a video game interface works?
Pshaw. I love that group so much. I fucking love the old people. Is this what lit RPG is just like? Lit RPG? What is that? Is it like is it like lit LARP?
Yo, this RPG is lit.
Lit fam. Oh my god. Chapter 8. Donut and Carl make their way through the dungeon, killing a fireball spitting llama, who also deals drugs, and several large cockroaches and rats. Carl begins to think the dungeon's AI has a foot fetish, and luckily the two find a safe room to rest in.
What was the point of that? That just weirded me out.
It was so funny.
Why did you
I was
include
like,
that?
why? Whoever's writing the dungeon AI is a little freak.
You have something to tell us about Matt?
Oh, supposedly, yeah. Matt is the new what the fuck, Tarantino.
Yeah.
This book is within that genre of lit RPG. I think lit RPGs are stories set in video games or with game-like settings. Think Sword Art Online.
Ready Player One.
Oh, I see.
Does Tron count? Tron's a video game, right?
Tron's a video game, but it's a book, right? Is Tron a book? I know Tron's a movie.
No, it's a movie.
Yeah,
but it might not be lit, but it would be in the genre, right?
Oh, yeah. If we're not talking about just books, yeah. I say Sword Art Online because Sword Art... Oh, sorry. I was thinking that because Sword Art, yes, that has a show, but is also a bunch of novels. It's started as a bunch of novels, I think, so.
Yeah, I definitely know what that is. Yep.
It's an anime that's bad. just know that it's bad.
Art of swords online.
Oh, totally. I wish it was that. It would be a better story.
Is sword a...
Well, it's not that bad, but no, the character is OP and has a sword.
It's not people sharing dick pics online.
No, it's an MMO called Sword Art Online. Although there is a very creepy villain in season 1 who is fucking just put there to make the female character just useless. It's very annoying. Anyway, it's an MMO death trap story. Yeah, it's. There's I watched it to meme on it and I didn't really like season 1 that much. Season 2 I was like, you know what, let me give season 2 a shot, which was not the second part of season 1. I'm talking about Gun and Gale Online. That's the second season technically. And it was a little better, but not that good.
When you guys were kids, did you ever play Clue Finders?
No. I don't know what that is.
It's a series of educational video games.
Huh.
One of the video games was all the kids got dropped into basically a casino where they were not a casino, casino for kids. Arcade.
Oh.
And it's like they were like in all the games and stuff, and they had to beat the game to
Sorry.
They are.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
They had to beat all the games to escape because they. But anyway, yeah, that was my first introduction to the genre, I guess.
Ah, no, I never played that. Now the only
honestly, Clue Finders games were solid.
Fair enough.
We got Mathra, the
nice
giant dragon who leaks oil.
Nice. I played there was like Math Busters or Mathstronauts or something, and then I also played a lot of the Jumpstart games, if you knew those ones. Like Jumpstart third grade, fourth grade.
The ones that just have the name of the.
Yeah.
The third grade one was the one in the mountain, right?
Third grade one was where you play as Botley. It's the
in the mountain.
Yeah, which was awesome. That was my favorite one. I think so. I love that game. That was a great game.
Was one of them you were in a cave and there were like you had to sort gems.
Maybe might have been the fourth one.
I think that was like a 5th or 6th grade, possibly, or 4th. I don't remember them all.
I only played 3rd and a little bit of 4th grade. 4th grade was the horror one. Spooky.
It was a horror one?
It was spooky. Halloweeny. Ghosts everywhere.
There was one game that I remember. I don't know if it was one of the Jumpstart games. And there was it's like at a camp, and there's like animals, and you have to repair a bridge. Is that one of the Jumpstart games?
That sounds like one of the Jumpstart games.
Did you ever play? I think it was the preschool Jumpstart game. It's
oh.
basically
Okay.
The sound of dropping. Sorry, not this one. This one. I don't think this one was the one I was mentioning was the
Oh,
preschool one.
okay.
But,
Yeah, yeah.
or kindergarten? No, I think it's kindergarten. So kindergarten that had like it's like go into the house and paint a thing. The sound of the paint bucket's still in my head.
It's funny how certain sounds and just or visuals just kind of linger in your memories every now and again.
There
Like
was another similar game. I don't know if it was Jumpstart. I don't think it was. Where you were like there was a wizard in a tower. It was like a point and click sort of thing.
Wizard in a Tower. It's not Mist.
Oh no, it's preschool that I'm thinking of.
It was
Well,
preschool?
it's in a schoolhouse.
Ah, okay.
Is the one with the paint bucket. The kindergarten one was the kindergarten.
Now I remember that I played that a lot. I also played some of the like I mean it's less edutainment, but I played like Freddy Fish and Pajama Sam, and Putt Putt. I had a Putt Putt game that I really liked. That was like the beginning of my point and click adventure love. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo.
Look at all the jump start games now.
Nice.
Seeing which I haven't played all of them is the thing. Like we didn't have all of them.
Mm. Yeah, I very distinctly remember the sound effects in some of the games from third grade because I played it so much. Like the sound of the rocket taking off because you had to like land the rocket safely when it launched and then came down. Yeah. Do that whole thing. And then like there was like the selection sound effect of when you were like picking a different time period, and it was, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like a like it was a kind of a bunch of beeps and stuff.
Remember that one game that
Pajama Sam? Hell yeah.
That one game I would lovingly call Logger.
A logger?
Because it's Frogger, but
with logs. Oh, that's cute.
Logs.
Nice. I love those games. How did I not evolve into a gamer with a childhood full of point and click games?
I don't recognize second grade.
Yeah, no, those were great. I only had the demo for Pajama Sam. I never finished. I never got the full game for Pajama Sam. I think I got Putt Putt in like a cereal box or something. And I played Putt Putt a lot. I played that thing like 3 times a day. Haunted Island, that's what it was. Yeah. Don't worry, that can still be rectified. Well, I mean, you're pretty hardcore gamer if you're into Baldur's Gate 3. I will say that, Leanne.
Grade is Joe Hammett, Kid Detective.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's sixth grade. Underwater. I don't know that one. First grade. I don't think I know that one either.
The Pajama Sam demo ruled though. I love that one. I always wanted to have the full game, but I never played it.
There's a couple games that I remember bits and pieces of, but I just do not know what they were.
Yeah.
Like the one I mentioned where you were at a camp and there was like a beaver and you had to build a bridge, and there was another one where you were on an island and it was like a series of math puzzles. One of them was like sugarcane. You were like cutting sugarcane or something, and another one was cutting pizza, and then like there was a parrot who spoke in a probably racist Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
Who you'd pour lemonade for, and I think each step was meant to be like you learn this one in first grade, you learn this one, or maybe or it was like different math puzzles as you go down the island.
Interesting.
I don't remember what it was. We had a lot of those games.
Core memory unlocked.
Anyway. I've been trying to figure out what that fucking
game is.
One with the camp one.
With the camp one.
Is, because it has like it's living
there.
Free somewhere deep in the bottom of my mind.
That's fair. But well, until we yeah, you do that. I'll keep reading the summaries.
In a camp with animals.
Jamaican parrot. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of racist well, maybe not actually racist stereotypes, but maybe it was a stereotype. So in Beyond Good and Evil, there are these, so there's like anthropomorphic characters, and there's a family of rhinos who own like an auto shop, a repair shop. And they're all Jamaican, but I'm like 99.9% sure that none of the actors are actually Jamaican, so they all put on like this accent. So it's a little bit like, but there was a point where, so I replayed a bit of Beyond. So the game is called Beyond Good and Evil. I replayed a bit of the 20th anniversary edition for my 5-year anniversary stream. So they like made it look nice in HD and all that stuff. But they actually have like a disclaimer at the start of the game now that's like, racist stereotypes may exist here, and I'm like, okay, at least they put something there. The original day it didn't have anything.
Maybe it was one of the Learning Company games.
Does the Learning Company make Jumpstart?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, it's a loose screw. I gotta fix that.
Okay, they did Carmen Sandiego, Clue
Oh,
Finders,
Carmen Sandiego. I had a game of Carmen. That was great.
Reader Rabbit,
Yep.
Super Solvers,
Yep.
Zumbinis, Fisher Price.
And I miss PC gaming in the 90s and early 2000s. It was a good time.
It might have been a Reader Rabbit game I'm thinking of.
It was a simple time. I think I might have had a Reader Rabbit game. I also had a, oh, now I have to remember the name of it. There was
We
like
had a
a...
Mavis Beacon.
Smelly
Learn to type with
mystery.
Mavis Beacon or whatever it is, where like the only game I can remember in it was there was a chameleon, and you had to type a letter, and you would eat the like a letter would come up, and you have to type it, and you'd eat the letter.
Oh, cute. I just remembered there was a game that I played that was a Mercer Mayer book. I don't even think I ever had the book, but I had the game, and it was called The Smelly Mystery. And it was you played as like, it was like everyone was little monsters of different designs, and you're a bunch of kids, and you're like, oh, someone's put some stinky cheese in someone's locker. Who did it? And then you have to like go and investigate it. It's always someone different each time. It was so
Nice.
cute. I liked it. I played that like every single day. And I was very, very young.
Thing is, it's been so long that the image in my head for them is not going to be the same as the actual graphics.
Yeah.
So seeing the cover art is like, I recognize the Reader Rabbit cover art, but I couldn't say, yeah, that's the one. I think it's first grade.
Oh,
Because there's a
okay.
beaver with a ruler in it, and that rings a bell.
That's fair.
And turtles with letters on them.
Nice. Oh, the detective's name that you played in Smelly Mystery? Ah, I forgot it. Detective Kerplopus. I fucking love that game. I should find it again. 1998. That's a good one. It's a good year.
We didn't have a Carmen Sandiego game, but I think one of the Clue Finders, maybe it was Clue Finders. There was another game where she shows up.
Oh, nice.
I was like, what? So that was my introduction to Carmen Sandiego.
Ah, very nice. Cute.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
We also had the original Tomb Raider games. Those were fun. And Diablo 1? When we got older? Yeah. I had that on PC.
Me and my sister used to co-play all the old Nancy Drew games.
Nice. I would have loved the Nancy Drew games. I would have loved to gotten into them.
We kept killing the horse by giving it the wrong amount of oats.
No.
And it's brutal. It's like, you didn't do this puzzle correctly. Here's a dead horse. Like, fucking hell.
Have fun. Learn the
You
consequences of your actions, children.
There's another one where it's like, if you don't do the right sequence of events, the bar you're in explodes and you die.
Amazing. It's like the most over the top circumstances. Oh.
There's another fun one where the Hardy Boys show up
Oh, nice.
and you like collect shells and stuff. Man, let's get back to the book.
We should.
Reminiscing about
Yep.
my past. I
we
do
got-
want to go back through all those games and just see if they see what I remember about them and if any of them hold up. Like if they were actually fun or if I was a kid.
Yeah.
The Clue Finders ones, I know they were actually kind of fun, the like mini games and stuff. Because me and my sister tried one of them.
Mm.
The game is very slow though, because like you click a button, you wait for the animation, then you do the thing, then you click the button. It's very much like that. But as a kid, you're not like I gotta do this quickly. It's just the nature of it.
Book club, 75% tangents, 25% books.
About
All the time, 100% of the time.
60% of the time works.
Works every time.
Works
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, I think I was on chapter 9. Yes. Okay. So chapter 9. The safe house appears before them as a blue and white branded restaurant with a play place. A hairy dwarf named Tully? Was it Tally, thank you. Named Tally serves them delicious food, and Carl and Donut come up with a plan to clear out some enemies and stay near the safe room to eat and sleep until they move on. Chapter 10.
Around here, Tully's is a chicken tender place.
Oh, okay. And chapter 10. Carl and Donut continue to level up, killing some scatterers. They come across the door to a large room with writing in Spanish that says "Do not enter." The room reeks, and the two ready some dynamite to toss into it.
Do you know any Spanish?
No hablo español.
I know enough to get the vague gist of what all those things were saying, but I could not translate those directly.
Fair. I didn't have. If it was French, it'd be a different story.
Like I know she was being like
Oh, when she was yelling.
Like stop, mercy. I don't know. I'm not in control.
No,
like,
I had no idea what she was saying. Sadly.
Like
yeah.
Help me. I don't understand what's happening.
Oh really? Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Yeah. So actually, yes. On that note,
I think Ayudame has helped me.
Yeah. So on that note, chapter 11. Carl tosses the dynamite into the room, only to learn that they have entered a boss fight with a neighborhood boss known as the Hoarder. A large woman shrieking in Spanish and clearly very scared sends bugs at them, so they gradually take down her health, and with a level of remorse, Carl kills her. Damn.
That was rough.
That was really rough. I was very scared for that woman. I was like, oh, okay. Because, like, this is the first boss that we get in the dungeon, I think, that Carl, like, fights. And I was like, oh, are like, at that point, I was thinking, like, oh, are all the bosses in this book, like, humans that they've, like, I don't know.
Ruined.
Yeah, basically.
Imagine just hanging out by your trash pile or wherever she lived. And
Yeah.
Suddenly, you're the Oogie Boogie Man. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
Ooh, yeah, it's messed up. So I was just like, oh, yeah. So that was a bit of a bummer. Although, before that, when we met the dwarf, I really liked Tally. He's very sweet. He's a sweet little dwarf man.
A lot of this book is unnecessarily shock horror.
In what way?
Like that. Like, look how terrible this is. I've described the worst possible thing. And then, like, oh, you thought this was bad? Now they're stripping them naked. It's like, okay. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
A lot of it's very, like, how can I make this horrible? Okay.
Yeah, I think that was, I imagine it was probably an attempt to be like, hey, like, when you're reading at the start and Carl enters the dungeon and you're like, oh, look at these funny little haha AI notifications. No one's really like, oh, he's gonna smash some goblins, he's gonna like smush some goblins with his feet, haha, so funny. And then this is like the first real like, hey, this is kind of fucked up. Like everything that's happening.
But the thing is,
to put a level of terror.
It doesn't feel like it would normally, where it's like, wow, this is a really terrible place and bad things happen all around here. It feels like when you're playing a video game and you're just minding your own business, and then there's a cutscene and something really sad happens, and you're like, oh no, that's sad, and then the gameplay hits again, and you are like, all right, now I'm playing again. Like it doesn't carry at all. Like I
Okay.
just don't find myself thinking about that anymore. It's just like, okay, we're done with the sad bit, the horrible bit. That was weird back in the game.
Okay, that's fair. I think like the book doesn't it it gave Carl, like in this situation, like after she was killed, I thought that like yes, Carl did like think a lot about like, hey, that's kind of fucked up that I did that. Like I was trying to survive and like I was pushed to kill someone. But he doesn't like, I don't know. He then tries to just keep moving forward, which I mean is fair. Sometimes that's just a response to like survival mode. But it's also a means to be like, hey, the people who set up this dungeon are the real villains. So, but I understand what you mean in the case of like, well, now it's back to the game. But at the same time, I will say that is an interesting thing. Like for me, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, so this is a new piece of information you're giving me of like what they're doing to some certain people in this in the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's what, so I'm like, okay, so that's fucked up. That's something that's not haha funny. Like this is a little bit, the stakes are coming back to be in my face again, to be like, yeah, this kind of sucks, and hopefully people survive, and all this other stuff. But at the same time, the fact that the game continues on is basically how the Syndicate operates. They're just like, yep, we just put this woman in here, you killed her, oh great, here's a loot box, anyway, keep going. Like that's just how they're operating. So that's how Carl's reacting, I think, at the, like to it at the same time, because that's what he's been given. But I do get your point too. So
It's there was a line later in this reading where he was debating doing something, and Donut's like, oh, why even bother debating, we know what you're gonna do. And he's like, yeah, I'm actually really moral and awesome. And I was like, when's that been a thing?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sure, you're like, oh, maybe I'll help somebody. It was like, that doesn't like, at what point did you establish that that's like your character? Like, I am a white knight, I'm going to save everybody. Like that, you never established that.
I think it's, yeah, there's not a lot of instances of that, but at the same time, as I'm reading, I do get a sense of like, it's not that Carl doesn't care, because we've certainly met characters who don't care, who are just like, I'm just gonna kill people and like stuff like that. Carl does go back to a bit of a, like, he kind of has that whole like a bunch of situations of like a moral dilemma. It kind of conflicts later, but there is some level of like, oh, I don't want to kill people. Like he didn't want to kill the woman. He fully didn't expect that he was going to do that. He didn't even know anybody was in there until he threw the dynamite. So there is a level of like, he won't go to, he's trying not to surpass a certain point because he knows that it's wrong. And then later on and I don't really like that he has this like thought experience basically, but I get it. He has that whole thing of like, well, the dungeon's doing this to me. The dungeon is forcing me to do this stuff because it's fucked up what they're doing, and I'm only acting the way that I can so I can survive. And I was like, maybe, but also it's a bit of a fucked up answer. I don't know. That's for a later
Yeah, I
thing,
mean,
but
that's definitely the I was just following orders. Like, I did. You always have a choice. Sometimes your choice
yeah.
is losing.
Mm-hmm.
And when people say I didn't have a choice, it's like, yeah, okay, you did have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it wasn't a very good choice. But you still had a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, If somebody puts a gun in your hand and says shoot that person whilst holding a gun to your head, you do not have to shoot that person.
No, yeah.
It's pretty compelling reason to do it, but you do not have to. There's still a choice there.
Mm.
And your morality will determine the choice you make there.
Mm-hmm.
Tautological protagonist syndrome. How's that?
In what way? Also, I might have to look up tautological. It's been a while since I've read that word. Redundant, repetitive, or circular?
Paul's
Carl's
behavior and actions are driven by the fact that he's sorry, protagonist of the story more than something about his personality.
Mm.
Yeah,
I can see that. Because, like, every character other than Donut, really, and Mordecai, like, anyone who's been nice to them, basically. The other characters that we've seen have either been, like, strongly, like, they're villains. So, like, we'll talk about them a little bit more, but, like, other than the aliens, but, like, people they run into. Or if they're nice to Carl, then he's nice. Like, he's kind of just, like, I mean, that's a typical kind of idea of just like, hey, if you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you, that kind of thing. But, yeah, but it's the way that the story is going is like he is the protagonist, so he is trying to survive. He is trying to strive forward. So, yeah.
I also enjoy how it's never like explicitly stated, but he basically has the I can do anything because I was a Coast Guard person once. It's like Coast Guard don't do everything. You don't have every skill because you were in the Coast Guard. It's a little weird in that regard.
To just make up that term, right? It's a term that makes sense. I like
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's the idea that some characters in a story, some protagonists just don't choose, or yeah, they don't seem to choose their own destiny. Destiny happens to them, which I don't mean that as a story beat. I mean that as just like I say that from experience because as we all saw when we read my book, like that's what my main character is. The story happens to him. He doesn't happen to it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, he's more of an
that's
observer, if anything. Like,
yeah, he. I mean, he's central to the story,
yeah.
but it's just flowing him along.
Mm-hmm.
Like he makes occasional decisions, but those decisions aren't integral to the progression of the plot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unless that's not what you're talking
I think that is.
about. Yeah.
I think. Like, as opposed to, like, like his actions, like, his character, like, is driven, yes, by his, like, his personality and his upbringing, but the plot points of the story happen, and his actions are to move the story along, and also to, like, support world building and character building in other capacities. Like, I feel like I know a whole lot more about, like, the princesses as comparatively, so.
Or do you mean the whole like I do this thing not because it makes sense, but because the plot was needed me to? Is that what you mean? Because that's also writing faux pas. I that one's less of a choice and in my mind at least and more of a mistake, like a plot hole really. Like the reason a character should do something is one of two reasons. One, their character would do it logically, or two, their character would do it in a moment of illogicality, right? Either it's a gut reaction that may or may not be aligned with their character, or it's something they thought about and is in line with their character. It's never just like I feel like doing this. oh, that worked. It's like, what if I knock on the door in this right place? Oh yeah, that unlocked it. Like, no, that's not how that works. But yeah, anyway,
Fair.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okie dokie. Take a brief
Take a
brief moment. That's fine. I'll do the next couple chapters and we'll get to 25, 20, 27? Can't remember where it was. 20, we'll get to 27 in time. My aim is to finish by 10:30 because I'm going to be sleepy. And I have to get up at 5 tomorrow, so. Although my workout may be cancelled, so we'll see. We shall see. I am very much enjoying, I probably haven't actually said it that much. I actually am quite enjoying this book. 5, ew. Yeah. I had to get up at 5:30 this morning. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Especially since I ill-advisedly stayed up late Sunday night. Oh no. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I try, so when I try to work out, like the early morning classes at a studio that's near me, like, are really nice, because, oh, excuse me. Because then I don't have to really worry about, like, I had a long day at work, and now I don't want to do anything, and I need to cook dinner, and, like, all this other stuff. Like, it's just the start of my day, so I feel like I just get out of the way. Rookie mistake, staying up late Sunday night, I know. What were you staying up late for? Were you gaming? I stayed up late on Monday. Today's Tuesday. I stayed up late last night. I was like, what day is it today? I stayed up late last night because I was playing games. Yes. I was playing some Steam Next Fest demos, so I get you. Welcome back.
5:30 this morning. Ew.
Yeah, I had to get up at 5 tomorrow.
I have not been sleeping well, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
I usually don't. But also the disease was making it so I couldn't
The
sleep.
ill. Yeah.
The ill.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I don't have COVID anymore, so I can actually speak.
Speak. That's good. All right. We are on chapter 12. I'll probably do a couple of these, maybe 3. So chapter 12. Carl and Donut reunite with Mordecai and open their loot boxes. Mordecai explains that the woman was a neighborhood boss and one of the low-tier bosses. From their loot, Donut learns the torch spell and Carl gets spiky knee pads. Chapter 13.
I thought that he was all like, "Oh yeah, I've played video games. I know all about video games." And then he comes to an obvious boss room and is like, "Huh? What's a boss?"
I mean, that might have just been an excuse to explain again and just lore dump, but yeah. I think he was also, if I recall, he was also kind of confused because he was like, that wasn't that seemed like a person. Did they just drag her from Earth? Like, because he hadn't seen that before. So maybe that, I think I took that as like, that was where his confusion was. And he was like, oh, yeah, she's low tier boss. And he was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then chapter 13. The two leave the tutorial guild, and on their way, they come across the corpse of a crawler named Rebecca W. Stripped of her possessions and clothing, Carl notices a gunshot wound in her chest, and an info tab reveals that she was killed by another crawler named Frank Q. Warily, Donut and Carl make their way to kill some enemies on their path as they continue on. We learn that there's murdering crawlers.
Murder.
I also figured that we would quickly run into Frank Q after we got this reveal. I was like, oh, I hope he's an asshole. I hope he's just I just want to hate this guy.
He's probably gonna be a foil.
Oh,
for a while at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I love cheese.
You just grab some cheese. Nice.
And it has a little bit of onion on it from the last time that I used the same knife. There's a bit of cheddar with some onion flavor.
Nice. I put some cheese in dinner tonight, but it was kind of a hodgepodge, like, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of shit together, and it actually turned out pretty well. Cheese helps everything.
I could never be lactose intolerant.
I used to be. It's fucking awful.
What do you mean you used to be?
I got over it. I don't have to take lactate anymore.
Got over it.
For the most part. I'm sure I'm still lactose to a degree, but it doesn't kill me. I don't like, my body doesn't hate me.
My I recently learned that you can get allergies, or women can get allergies whilst pregnant.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Sucks.
But apparently I also learned that you can become allergic to dairy, not just you can become.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could become intolerant to lactose, which is the sugar.
Yep.
Or you can become allergic to the protein, which I think is
Oh.
casein.
Shit. Amy, lactose intolerance is so 2008.
Milk protein called milk.
Yeah, imagine small Amy growing up being like, I don't know, 3 and being like, yeah, what can I eat at this kid's birthday party? I'm both lactose intolerant and celiac. What do you got for me? So it was tough when I was younger.
Right, it's casein.
Oh, nice. Okay. Interesting. I hadn't heard about the dairy allergy before.
I think I know that from cheese making.
That makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, so I used to take pills all the time, but now I think at some point my doctor was like, nah, you're good. You don't have to take pills. And I'm like, okay.
My pill organizer broke, so I got a new one.
You get a fancy one? Fancy schmancy?
A bunch of them at the store that were just like the normal, like, old people ones, and I was just like, I don't want one of those. Because before it was like a stacked color, like rainbow
Oh, cool.
thing, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I found this one.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. I like it. At least it's color coding of some kind.
And it actually has the
day?
the day on it.
That's good.
Unlike the
Other one.
other one where there was just colors, and sometimes the colors got shuffled, and I was like, did I start on Sunday or did I start on Saturday this week?
Right.
Or Monday or whatever.
Yeah. Fair.
Better. I like it.
Nice.
The only problem with it is I can't open all the doors at the same time because they hit each other. So when I'm filling it, I'm like, open that door, close that door. Open
Right, yeah, because you don't want. That's fair. That would be really annoying. That's fair.
We don't do tangents on this stream.
No, not at all. What are you talking about? Shh. But yeah, those were just kind of like setup chapters, I feel like. I didn't think too much, but I assumed we were going to be meeting Frank Q at some point. I actually didn't think we'd meeting him less than halfway through the book, but so we do.
Yeah, that's it was earlier than I imagined.
Mm-hmm.
It was either he was going to be around the next turn, or it wasn't going to come up till the second half of the book.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I was wrong.
Indeed. Ooh, chapter 14 is the broadcast.
Did I ever tell you that my apartment building has a fizzy water machine?
Really?
Flavored fizzy water machine that I can use, yeah.
No. That's fascinating.
It's hooked up to the mains, so I just need to go down there and And I could add what flavors I want in it and like vitamin boosts and
That's
stuff.
wild. That's amazing. What a
It
dream.
also has a crazy.
Are you made of
like,
money or?
it has like a crazy like industrial Keurig machine as well.
God
Which is
damn.
also hooked to the mains and has like powder, like milk and chocolate powder in it. And
Oh
stuff.
my god, what? That's wild.
Yeah.
Oof. Fancy building. Fancy apartment.
Yeah, good excuse for them to make my rent way higher than it needs to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why they put it in there, so they can upcharge.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe with the
That's what I'm drinking.
chapter...
That's why I brought that up.
That's makes sense.
So chapter
Fuzzy.
14. The interplanetary broadcast is shown on TVs in the safe rooms. Donut and Carl watch with bated breath, learning that viewers experience the show using technology similar to virtual reality. Complete with esoteric commercials, the program showcases the deaths and successes of many crawlers, including one Lucia Marr and her 2 dogs. Donut and Carl did not make it into the broadcast, to Donut's dismay. Carl emphasizes that they must find the exit to level 2 as soon as they can.
Yeah.
Now, I was like, oh, okay, a cool little. Here's what a broadcast looks like. Awesome. Donut. Actually,
I didn't realize they were allowed to watch them. And
Yeah.
that
Interesting.
surprised me.
The fact that Donut so badly wants to get on the broadcast too, I'm just like, girly pop your priorities. Like, I love it. I love Donut so much. she's just trying to make the best out of a weird situation. What are the odds of those featured characters showing up in future books? They've named them. I expected to meet them in book 1.
Yeah, they're gonna show up in level 2 for sure.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know Lucia, but I love her and her 2 dogs.
Did a lot of screen time.
they do. She's a very powerful crawler, taking down a lot of enemies. Big ones. Chapter 15 is the goblin one. Right.
Goblins.
Chapter 15. The duo make their way to a goblin neighborhood, and Donut uses her high charisma and charm spell to persuade the goblin engineers to listen to them. Carl requests a vehicle in exchange for some dungeon-made meth, which they looted off the bad llama.
They convinced the shamans, not the engineers. And then the shamans told the
Right.
engineers what to do.
I was paraphrasing. I don't want to be like, I'll write that, and then they did this.
But fine, technically, yes. In exchange for some dungeon-made meth and information on where to get it, the goblins agree to build them a motorized vehicle with a sidecar. Donut asks one of the goblin shamans if she would like to come with them. The shaman explains that their bodies dissipate if they descend to the next floor before the time runs out, and that when the floor collapses, they will sleep until the next dungeon goes up. They have also... Oh god, chicken scratch, here we go. Ugh. They were also promised someday that they could wake up deeper into the dungeon without a need to fight to survive. And I also had a note here about daddy issues about eating their dad. Sad.
Eating or fucking their dad. That was their was their choice.
Yeah, and I went, oh. Oh, okay.
Seems like a weird choice to have to make.
Indeed.
Like, one of those things is not like the others.
Yeah. Like,
Why is cooking and eating separate?
Yeah. It is odd.
I feel like I would always choose cooking.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you don't have to have sex with your parent for one.
And you don't have to eat them
don't have
either.
to eat their meat.
Sushi great goblin daddy. You made Benji look away and laugh.
You don't want to know what I was going to call this stream.
Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah. I literally literally went, "Hey, why not do it?" And you were like, "No,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not." Yeah, I at that point I was so the interesting thing about that whole like conversation with the goblins is when they explain, oh, like they eat, cook, or have sex with their dad or whatever. I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Like I took that to be like, is this the author trying to be funny, like, or like it's kind of like, haha, this is kind of weird and fucked up, all right. But then when Donut had high enough charisma to charm them to be like, no, tell us about it, and or like just give him more info, and the goblin just starts crying about like, oh, I ate my dad, then I was like, okay, that's kind of funny, god damn it. Like they were like it because it's it I kept thinking of it as like, you know, the really
Like
ridiculous
ultimate
rules in
daddy
D&D. Yeah, huge daddy issues, yeah. So that made me laugh, but also I was just like, that's weird and fucked up. Okay.
It really like I get like, oh, this is a weird thing, but like, Matt, what's in your brain? Like, you
Man,
really
I got
thought,
questions.
like, I need to give these goblins like some daddy issues. I know. I'll make them potentially have sex with their parents. That'll work.
It's just how their
promise
lives
this
are.
Isn't a fetish.
I promise.
A lot of this book is I promise this isn't a fetish.
A lot of this book is Matt just
Wink,
going.
wink.
A lot of this book is Matt just going. Okay, listen. hear me out, cake. Matt Dinman must be such a weirdo. Oh, truly, yes, he's a little freak.
Little freak.
Hear me out.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those like shock.
Yeah, fair. The one the part I did, it's not really fair. Yeah, like it didn't feel like it added really to it.
That one's funny. The fuck is like, why?
Yeah, like exactly.
You
That's
didn't need that.
yeah. Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
oh, I had to eat my dad. Like ultimate daddy issues. Awesome. That's funny.
Yeah, like that's sick, awesome. But that's good for a joke, I guess. But the one thing I did like about that conversation with the goblins, though, is the shaman mentioned, one of the shamans mentioned that kind of like how Mordecai was promised, hey, you're going to be a full citizen after this season, you're going to be free. Then this goblin is also like, oh yeah, they've also promised that someday, some point in the future, we're going to be able to go deeper into the dungeon and we won't have to like fight to survive, and we'll be able to like look after our little ones and look after our
fascist overlords have promised us that someday they'll let us out into the nice green pastures.
Yeah. So, and again, I mean, you read
Very
that and you're
Animal
like,
Farm.
yeah, and you read that and you're like, well, that's not going to happen. They've shown no indication that they're benevolent, like you know, they care about your wishes or anything, right? Same feeling as when Mordecai mentioned it. So but at the very least, it does add a little bit more of a level, or a little bit more depth to the characters, because otherwise they've just been goblins that Carl's been swooshing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So here comes one of my annoyances. Along those lines.
Okay.
So yeah, we are like, oh, these are big evil goblins. Actually, they're not big evil goblins. They have families. They have a purpose in life. Look at them. They're so much like you and me. And then they are like, all right, we're gonna go steal some drugs. And then the very first thing that Carl does is say, let's steal everything they own, so they have nothing left, and then kill their boss. It's like, I get the like, we have to take on this boss. Sure, okay. But and like, let's steal some useful stuff. But really, take everything they own? That's what you want to do after all that? Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're such a good person. Like,
yeah.
you literally just did the same thing that you complained about them doing to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Like, and the babies thing is like stupid, but like obviously that wasn't his fault, but like
No, and that was played up for the joke, which I mean, I kind of was just like, I read it and I went, oh.
but it's not really funny because they just spent the past however long telling us someday we'll like be able to go and rear our young and like be happy, and then it's like, haha, all their babies are dead. Isn't that funny? Like, I guess. I mean, congratulations, you
Yeah,
you,
so
you
so
subverted an expectation.
yeah, so like Leanne is saying too, like he's driven by survival. He needs stuff. Yeah, so that we know
He
is
needs their
his driving. Sorry,
He needs their tables.
he needs other tables. He needs shit, resources.
He does actually use the tables later. To be fair,
He
but,
does,
like,
yes.
Come on.
He will probably use everything that he would take. But yeah, so that situation, I was like, okay. So he's heard them out. They've gone off to like get the meth, whatever. And then he's like, okay, we gotta loot and we gotta like take down their boss or whatever. Because he's trying to survive. I'm like, okay, fair, I get it. Like, Carl is not the pinnacle of a good person, but he's also just trying to get by. Sure. In comparison to the Rebecca thing, the author paints it as, hey, this, like, as it would be seen as worse because they both killed her and then stripped her naked. Like, just entirely. They didn't need to. I mean, they could have just, I guess they could have just taken her clothes to use as, like, I don't know, for materials. But that's how they, yeah, but that's how they paint it as like a worse thing, as opposed to, not that it is, but like it can be, like, it's so. Anyway, I think my point being is that he's not morally good nor morally bad. Like, he just kind of, he's either in the middle or he kind of like flip-flops for survival.
Which is fine. That is a perfect character trait. But then they spend a lot of time being like, I am an amazing person and I will never back down from a fight where someone's in need. It's like, okay, Superman, like, fucking shut up. No, you aren't.
And the distinction is that Rebecca was a fellow crawler. Yes. Plus, before this, we don't really have... So we see Rebecca, we know she's a crawler, we know all this other stuff. Carl, at that point, hasn't really talked to the goblins and learned about, like, that they have, like, families and shit. Of course they do, but, like...
I mean, his anger at that point, before that, is fine. But then he just, like, immediately does the thing he was complaining about.
Yeah. I don't know if he was complaining about it necessarily, but I mean,
Like, yeah, it wasn't until later he was like, they literally had to take off her clothes. It was like, okay, I mean, you literally had to think about putting that in the inventory. Like, it's just slightly harder, I guess.
yeah,
Like, it's not really that different.
yeah. And I mean, there is also that added level, and that this is just like a, you would see it in like film, like movies, for example, or in any kind of media really. But there is a visceral, like, there is a more visceral response to someone reading that someone stripped a woman naked than someone stole a bunch of goblin stuff, right? Because it's, and that's just how us as a society is, like, yeah, women get treated like garbage. Like, and this is, they're just trying to survive and you did this to her. It does kind of suck that Carl knows all of that already and then just says, you know, knows all about, like, the goblin families, and it just says, like, okay, let's loot the stuff. But he also isn't going out and being like, I'm gonna stab this man in the face. Like, you know, he's just like, I'm gonna steal the stuff and then I'm gonna try to get... Now, he does have to want to, like, kill the chieftain, so, like, that is very similar, but it's just a different level, I think, maybe for shock value. But yeah, no, I don't think Carl thinks he's a good person. I think Carl just thinks he's just trying to get by, and he's not...
Sorry, when I said I don't think Carl thinks that, but the author clearly seems to want us to think that.
Oh, I don't think that necessarily. I mean,
the author's really pushing that. I would uh, he would never not help someone in need.
I
He's
don't get
doing
that. The
bullshit.
fact that he went and just stole shit. No, I don't get that. No, he's like, no, like, for me anyway. I don't think the author is painting Carl in like a morally he is the high ground light. I literally feel like they're just portraying Carl as he's trying to survive, and he's got some morality that's a little bit flimsy right now because he's in survival mode.
I got that sense, but maybe it's just me.
I don't know if the other's pushing that Carl's a good person so much as Carl is not a bad person. That is also a good line. Yeah. It's a good statement.
Yeah, I think he's a neutral person.
Yeah.
In terms of morality. But
what's his D&D alignment?
yeah, he's chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral, yeah.
like everybody else.
Yep. But I probably should get into those chapters that we're talking about them. Or I'll just get to the point where we're talking about. Okay. Chapter 17. Loading a cart with explosives, Donut and Carl steal some hobgoblin pus and detonators, shove the cart into the chieftain's room, and soon after Carl detonates the explosives, Donut confirms where Donut confirms the chieftain was. She remarks at how many goblin babies were in the room. Chapter 18. Carl, feeling sick and awful at the fact that they'd killed goblin babies amidst elderly and pregnant goblins. I was like, Jesus. Curses at Donut.
It's funny though, because they're goblins. They're a lesser race, Ekami.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a little weird but like, well, evidently Donut thinks so, and I'm like, Donut, no. The coal they left behind now blocking their way to the corpse of the chieftain, they make their journey with the chopper. And then coming upon actually, hold on, do I want to read this? Yeah. Chapter 19. Coming upon a dingy safe space, Carl and Donut open their loot boxes, including the bronze asshole boxes they received after setting up the explosives. Donut becomes enraged after being branded with a tattoo that gives them access to something known as the Desperado Club. And then Carl falls asleep, convinced the dungeon is trying to put them in these awful situations.
The Desperado thing's probably gonna come up again.
Yeah. The little bits that they've come up with, I'm just like, okay, we're gonna meet the Blood Sultanate. We're gonna we're gonna go to the Desperado Club at some point. Yeah.
I keep getting really like whenever they put on those things that are like choices, it's like that's gonna bite you in the ass. Like,
yeah.
Because it's like, oh, now you won't get this, and I know it now. No, I'm sure there's gonna be like oh, we want to get into this guild. Oh, you can't because you
chose this one.
Box.
Yeah. But of course, half the time it's Donut being like, ooh, thing, and Carl's like, fucking stop. Stop looking at the shiny things. Although
I also
don't
like the fact, this isn't a writing thing, but it's a stupid game design. Like, you open a box and it automatically applies it, something that you have to choose. Like, nah, goddamn. Like, that's... The tattoos, you can't.
God damn it, Donut.
It automatically goes on.
Yeah. Well, no, because Mordecai was saying read it first, so they do have an option to I think they do have an option just to read it and not actually apply it. Donut just automatically equips it because she's like, ooh, a new thing that'll help me. Ah, fuck, I look awful. I think so.
I think so. It automatically went onto his skin when he took it off, when he put it on the first time, or when he opened it the first time. He opened it and went. Phoop.
It might be some items. I don't think it's all of them. Oh, tattoos are automatic. Yeah. My apologies. Other stuff you can choose. Gotcha.
From a game design perspective, that would make me mad if I was in the game. Is what I'm saying.
That's fair, yeah. Because you pick up a tattoo, you're like, all right. Well, I got this now.
Yeah, it's like here's a choice that you have to make that might affect the future. Also, no, fuck you. You don't get to make it. We've made it for you.
Are you implying that this game is incentive to benefit the players? What?
It's. I
Are
know
you
it's
implying that the
crazy,
Syndicate are assholes? Yeah.
The Syndicate are the fish people, right? No, the company's the fish people.
I don't
Syndicate
remember.
is just like a bunch of people.
I don't.
Well, the fish people is our
No,
part
yeah,
from the
the fish people I
story.
think are the Borant because the Syndicate, they're a part of the Syndicate. Like, I think the Syndicate is the wider umbrella.
Yeah, it's like there's a bunch of companies.
I don't think.
and
Oh, I
people
don't think
that-
we understand the distinction yet. Fair enough. I don't think they've said it outright. Yeah. But we as far as we know, they're just the people who have set up the species who have set up this dungeon.
The drawing of the fish people made me think of the Ood
Oh yeah,
from Doctor Who.
the Ood. Remember them? Yeah. I just kept whenever I read about some mention of like, oh, there was the carving of like the fish people, I literally just think of like, you know, like the SpongeBob news, the bass newscaster with like the tie, and it's just a fucking like fish going looking up sideways. That's all I see whenever they describe them.
It's exactly what they look like.
Exactly, 100%.
It's like Miss Finland or whatever.
Miss
You see
Finland,
that?
no.
She dressed in a salmon outfit.
Oh, good.
Like it's actually a really cool outfit, but like she closes the fabric and it's just like a fish, like the outside of a
Oh,
fish.
really?
and
That's
yep.
fantastic.
And then she opens it and it's like the inside of the fish.
Oh, wild. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Become fish. Reject beauty pageant.
Return to fish.
Return to fish. That's what the Boring Corporation wants.
Return to fish. Tiktaalik was a son of a bitch.
Tiktaalik?
Yeah, the one who climbed out of the ocean.
What? What are you talking about?
Our shared ancestor who climbed out of the ocean like 3 billion years ago.
Is that the
And
name of our
Pol-
ancestor?
Tiktaalik. Well, it's all land based
Mm.
life.
Mm. Sorry, that cat distracted me. Fair enough.
It's like the first animal to step on land kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Good old Tiktaalik.
Like they're goofy looking. I like them. They're technically amphibians.
Sorry.
So we're all technically descended from amphibians, but we're also all descended from fish.
True.
Actually, I don't know if we're descended from fish, but we are descended from the same descendants as fish.
Hmm.
I don't know the answer to that. That's not me refuting it. I actually just don't know.
Okay. Come here, sir. Don't knock
But
any
we
more
all
stuff
are
off.
descended from
Come here.
amphibians.
Yes.
We are descended from fish. Okay.
There you go. Hey. Sorry, I'm trying to
Yeah,
coax my cat to not knock shit over. Come here.
The fish came on land
There
and
you go,
became
buddy.
amphibians. Then the amphibians went to the desert and they had to dry out their skin, so they became reptiles. And then the reptiles, I don't remember why, turned into mammals and birds. And dinosaurs. And then dinosaurs turned into birds, and mammals turned into mammals, and reptiles stayed reptiles, and fish stayed fish. Hello, sir.
You knocked over my
It's
box.
a bow.
It's a bow. I'm just
at that
distracting you
fish.
from the fish conversation. Hey. Pepe. Pepe.
And then after all that evolution of coming onto land, the horse creature, I think, decided that it was fed up with land and just started swimming and turned into a whale.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
All right.
Whales are funny, or well, all aquatic mammals are funny because we like their ancestors used to live in the sea, and then they evolved being able to be on land, and then they devolved into living in the ocean again.
Yeah. They were like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going this way.
Yeah, reptiles. I don't think reptiles ever. Actually, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know whether there was a time when there were no reptiles in the water from the creation of reptiles. Like, I could be wrong. They definitely developed on land.
Mm.
Yeah.
Shall I read chapter 20? We get into some Frank Q business.
Also, I think amphibians are the only major branch of animals that never developed flight. Birds did it. Reptiles did it. Mammals did it. Insects did it.
Yeah.
Fish. I guess it depends on what you define as flight. Fish can glide. And it's yeah. It's debatable. Anyway, did I tell you I had a date and the girl turned out to be a fundamentalist Christian who didn't believe in evolution?
Oh no. Oh boy.
That was an interesting one.
Oh boy. Oof. Well, I mean, at least there's only one date.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She was reasonable enough. It's just like, how reasonable can you be when that's your basis of, like, if you don't believe in that proven science, do you believe in other proven science? What's your basis for understanding science? The ones that are convenient? Like, it's just that brings up so many questions.
many-
It's just
yeah.
like, that's not a good basis for a relationship.
No.
No, fish didn't directly evolve flight, though. There's no well, unless you count flying fish, but they don't fly, do they? So I can be so bored.
No, I'm reading chat. But anyway, chapter 20. Let's get into some Frank
And
Q.
mushrooms evolved flight.
Oh my god. Chapter 20. Fucking up. Waking up. Donut makes her way to the bathroom, but suddenly runs into Frank Q, the man that killed Rebecca earlier. He confronts them and explains that he's a cop who was pulled into the dungeon with his partner, Maggie. Explains that Rebecca...
He's not a cop. He's an ice agent.
He's an ICE agent, but they also call him a cop. ICE agents aren't people. Yeah.
No, that is a correct statement.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they
I actually was surprised to see ICE mentioned here, because I was like, now granted, ICE has been more prominent
since 2003.
and
It's existed.
I had no knowledge of them until literally this year. Like that term, that unit, yeah.
They've only become a
Stopping now.
visible
All right, now
problem
like,
to the world recently when they've become the black shirts.
yeah.
Before that, they were just an overly zealous policing force.
Yeah.
And now they're actually Nazis.
Yeah, literally. Maggie. He explains that Rebecca was leader of a slave trade operation they were pursuing, but Carl has his doubts. He asks Frank for some pants, informs Donut to not attack Frank, and Frank quickly pulls out a gun to shoot Donut while his partner Maggie appears around the corner aiming at Carl. They freeze as the safe rooms do not allow for violence, and Carl and Donut make their escape, planting some explosives in the inventory of rat corpses as they go to entice Frank and Maggie
With any luck, they will loot the corpse, and that will explode in their faces. Donut and Carl make a run for it.
Assuming they don't read the fact that it says
Has an
that
explosive.
it's gonna explode imminently.
Yeah.
Because it literally says on it when you read it.
Yep. Well, I mean, it was him being like, you know what? Maybe they're just quick to like open things to like loot things. I don't know.
Also, just one last thing about this.
Okay.
Wow, Corin, I wasn't aware of a type of bird that could breathe water-bound oxygen.
Wait, what?
He says there's no definition of fish that doesn't include birds, but like literally the one thing fish can do that nobody else can do is breathe water-bound oxygen. It's like the biggest thing they do.
All right.
Now I'm dropping the topic.
Chapter 20. Not biological. Evolutionary definition. I was gonna say evolutionary. Yeah. Chapter 21. Carl and Donut make their way on the copper chopper, coming across a painted sign supposedly pointing to a stairwell to floor 2. Sure enough, their map shows the stairs. They continue on foot, but more signs warn about the possibility of agitating the burrow boss, who appears to be a massive pink fleshy creature. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
22, Donut and Carl run into the people who made the signs, learning that they are workers and residents of an elder care center. Unfortunately, without many options to move forward, Carl determines that they must fight the boss to get everyone safely to floor 2. He devises a plan to take down the burrow boss.
There's honestly no point in keeping those people alive. Just gonna say it. Like,
But they're old people.
yeah, but like they're just gonna
They're
die in a worse way.
scared.
Like, give them like nitrous and put them to sleep and just put them out of their misery.
God damn,
Like,
okay.
they're going to die in a worse way.
I think it's just he's like, you know what, let's give him a little... Well, also, Carl's is not... I don't think Carl's at the point of like, hey, you're not gonna make
Carl
it.
should kill a bunch of people.
Oh.
But like,
Ooh.
it's
What, the workers?
irresponsible for the carers of them to
The caregivers?
yeah, it's like just what's her name? She did the right thing. Like just put them out of their misery.
Oh, yeah,
They're not gonna make it.
The lady with the big sword. Or the big... She's just like, just fucking... Whatever, it's fine. She just does her own thing. If I met a squad of vulnerable oldies, I would probably want to save them too, but seems pretty doomed. Yeah. Yeah. Old people are supposed to be repositories of wisdom, so I'm not sure what wisdom these folk have to offer in this situation.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, I would die for Agatha. I fucking love Agatha so much.
Agatha.
She's so silly. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like Carl knew that these people are doomed, but I think he just wants to give them some semblance of hope just for at least a bit of time. And if he can help, great. If they end up dying, then at least he tried, I guess. Agatha! If I was in this dungeon, I would have died immediately, Cicely.
Why did your message fail to send? Probably it wasn't a very good message.
Your message failed to send. That's weird.
Usually ones that are not good enough don't send, so let's see what it is.
Agatha is the true protagonist. Absolutely. I was telling Ares, I was like, okay, now it worked weird.
I guess it was good enough.
Okay. You've now been deemed worthy. Now that I've said on stream that I love Agatha, now you can talk about Agatha.
You've been debarred.
It was Agatha. My god, the true protagonist. It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along.
Oh my god, Marvel was right.
Hashtag Thanos is right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was telling Ares, I was like, I really hope that as we continue book 1, maybe even into book 2, I really want like so I should mention, like we've all read to the point. So at the end of this first part, Agatha just kind of goes off on her own. Agatha goes off on her own, so they try to go after Agatha. So I was telling Aries, I was like, I really hope that at some point they're just gonna like they're not gonna meet up with her for a while, but they're gonna be like fucking, I don't know, level like 9, and she's gonna be so OP. Her shopping cart's gonna be like Mad Maxed weaponry, like she's gonna look awesome.
We're definitely gonna see her again, and it's gonna be something like that.
I hope so. That would be the best. Agatha, who didn't do the tutorial, so she can't put the cart in her inventory. Oh, it's so funny.
Why didn't she do the tutorial?
There was a reason. I think I think she got thrown in. I don't know. She just has either she hasn't done it yet, or there was an error where she couldn't do it. I can't quite remember.
I don't think there was an error. I think she just hadn't done it. Maybe she just hadn't been to a
safe
place.
Safe. Yeah, maybe.
Right, tutorials.
Hadn't been. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I was gonna say I hadn't made it to the Taco Bell, but you do need to be at like a tutorial guild, I think. So, you need to talk with Mordecai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was a fun direction, for the story, because I was like, okay, I like this is sweet. Bunch of old people who are definitely gonna die, but like, that's kind of nice. Like, just a little like, yeah, we're gonna band together and we're gonna take down the burrow boss, this disgusting pink ball of flesh. Yeah, and
fucking pig ball.
Pig ball, swine sphere, or whatever the fuck. What a neat unexpected twist. It's old people. What a twist. Yeah. So I was excited about, or maybe not excited. I was just like, I was delighted. I was like, oh, I hope they live. I hope everything goes good for them. But before they take on the swine boss, Carl was like, well, we have to like level up and like plan some things. So him and Donut, they go to level up, and then the next chapter is them taking on the other boss, which is probably one of my favorite bosses. So silly.
It's so weird and stupid.
It's just a fucking buff fish gym bro.
Oh, that one. Yeah. That one's fun too. I thought you meant the meatball one.
Oh, the actual swine sphere? No,
Yeah, that was a weird and stupid one.
It was very silly. Let's see. So we're on chapter 23 then. To lead astray any particularly violent crawlers from the elder care group, Carl paints over the signs they made. In an attempt to level up a bit, they take on some troglodyte lizards and approach a troglodyte boss room. Chapter 24. The neighborhood boss room appears as a gym, and several troglodyte bashers descend on them. Taking them out, they target... Basically. They target the boss known as the Juicer. Donut finally uses her claw attack, because she's been just casting magic missile constantly. Magic missile. When the Juicer is low health, and together they defeat him. Donut took an exceptional amount of damage, but luckily begins to heal slowly on her own. Big buff fish man. That was chapter 24. There was a drawing of the fish man, which I appreciated.
He wasn't a fish.
Wasn't he a fish? He had like a fish head, didn't he?
He's a lizard.
Were they all lizards? Hold on.
Yeah, they're lizards.
Well, there were troglodyte bashers. It's true. Where's the lizard? It's 24. Oh, that's fair.
Got a lizard.
Yeah,
head.
that's fair. His lizard head. Yeah. Well, he's a fish man in my heart.
Forever in
and
our
that's what counts. Me playing D&D, also just casting magic missile constantly. Magic missile's not a bad spell. It sometimes is not great, but yes.
It's apparently like the best like spell before level 11 or something like that.
Really?
But after that it becomes worse.
It's a classic for a reason. This is true. This is true.
That might be the wrong number, but something like that.
We in our campaign, we have a little fairy wizard who loves to cast magic missile.
It's 2026. You can't say that.
Oh no, it's not magic missile. It's Eldritch Blast. I'm thinking of. Eldritch Blast always fails for her. But and remember to always cast it at the darkness.
God, I hate D&D. It's the worst role-playing system. Is the worst one. It doesn't. It's not. Sorry, I don't hate it. It's not bad. It's just all the other ones are better.
Okay.
I was talking about this with someone recently. It's like it's not. It's okay for new players to learn in. It's okay for a lot of stuff, but everything else is better than it. So like that. Whatever. I can complain about that for a while, so I won't.
You're just a TTRPG hipster.
Not even. It's not because it's popular. It's just not very well built.
Benji with the opinions today.
It's too complicated. The combat is boring. There's too much min-maxing. If you're the type of person who loves min-maxing, go ahead. That game is for you. I don't mind improving my character, but if you care more about the number on your character's stat than your character's character, then like why you role playing? Just roll dice.
I will say that I mean I enjoy D&D. I sometimes have a hard time with being as engaged with D&D if it is a big group, because then that definitely makes combat way longer. And you're just waiting for your turn. If it's a group of like 3 to 5 people, bet. That's fine. I can do that. I have a campaign of 8 people, so sometimes that can be a little rough in terms of just like being fully engaged and not being like, I'm gonna look at my phone, just to check something on Instagram as I'm like waiting for my turn.
Campaign I'm in is 5, I think, and it's just like I don't even pay attention. Like it's just it doesn't need me to pay attention, and we're not doing like heavy role play, and it's combat every session, and the combat's always just I shoot acid arrow, I miss. That's my turn, and then everybody else has a long turn, and then like 20 minutes later it's like, oh, it's me again. Guess I'll do acid arrow again because that's what I have. Oh, I missed. All right. That is most of my experiences with D&D combat in this campaign, in other in other things as well. That's just what it usually ends up being. Like you always have one character who's like, oh, I got all these things to do, and I have all this plan, but it's always the person who's like super into D&D, and they've like crafted their character to be the most efficient thing, and it's like, okay, have go off, have fun, I guess. I just like
People find enjoyment in that, so it's whatever.
It's definitely for some people. It is not for me.
Fair enough. Shall I continue?
No, I actually want to complain more.
And another thing.
Oh, and one more thing.
All right. Chapter 25. Carl learns that Donut can't ingest health potions as fast as himself due to her low constitution. Meeting with Mordecai, he recommends that she not use her claw attacks just yet as a result. Carl and Donut open more loot boxes, and Carl receives a gauntlet of the exalted Grull, a god worshipped by equine creatures. Horse people.
It's gonna bite him in the ass.
Yep. Chapter 26. Before approaching the burrow boss, Carl and the others concoct a plan to slow it down. They face off against the Ball of Swine as it rolls across the arena to flatten them. They build a structure to capture the ball and deal enough damage to it that the ball pops and explodes into many confused, well-dressed tuskling knights. To disable the force field to the stairs, the group makes way to slaughter the knights. And then...
And they feel really bad about it, but actually it's okay because they're the rich.
Eat the rich, it's fine. Horse god, horse god, horse god. I'm so excited to see what the horse god stuff's gonna be.
Dear God.
Dear God. Oh my God. All right, chapter 27, the last one. Killing the last of the knights, the stairwell opens to their... Killing the last of the knights, the stairwell opens. To their shock, one of the elder care residents, Agatha, seems to have rushed down the stairs. They promise the group to scout out floor 2 and carve a safe path for them, keeping an eye out for Agatha all the while. When they descend, they find themselves in a room with I don't know why I wrote that. Okay. They find themselves in a room with a skinny human woman approaching them, and I guess so. It's just a weird description. Approaching them and offering to interview them for the televised show To Donut's Delight. And
She was a human woman, and the only weird thing about her was that she was extra skinny.
She was super skinny. Yeah. So then I went, oh God, the workers, the elder people, they're dead. Agatha's the only one who survived. Oh, they're not making it.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, they've cleared it for us, and they're gonna go down there and then get murdered.
Yeah. And fun fact for this, when I was like, oh, like, let's like split the book in half. Like, let's read the first half of the book. That's about 27 chapters. Cool. Read the second half. I did not look to see if there was a part 1, part 2, whatever. So I just was lucky.
I was wondering that because you were like, yep,
spot on.
Chapters 1 through 27.
Yeah.
Like, you mean the first part?
Yeah, no, I didn't check. Because I didn't know. They don't save that. Well, I mean, I don't have like a table of contents that says, oh, part 1, part 2.
Well, to be fair, most books, when you look at them, you can see when in the pages where there's an obvious break.
Yeah, so I can see one.
So
I didn't think of it.
The whole time I've seen that, like I'm just constantly seeing that and thinking, oh, what's that? What's that?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I do is look at that and part 2.
Yeah.
So it was surprising to me that you didn't know that.
Yeah. I was just lucky. I got to it and I was like, oh, okay, chapter 28, part 2. Damn, all right. I'm good. I'm good. Now, it's because half the time when we read books, like I never know if they'll have a part 1, part 2. I don't really like flip through enough to like notice it, but I'll be like, okay, what's about halfway through? Bump, done.
They often say in the table of contents.
I don't have a table of contents. At least not for this one.
Novels like this don't often have tables of contents. I wish they did.
Yeah, it would be nice.
It allows you, even if it's not like useful for like whatever, it is useful to be able to say, oh, what page was chapter whatnot on. Oh yeah, okay, and just flip to it because you know what happened in the chapters.
Yeah.
Or at least for us. So.
Yeah.
Held a message for a reason. Smart detection beta. Allow will post it to chat.
What?
At VTLev's top viewers. Streamboo.com.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't see it.
Got updated. This is my chat.
Yeah.
Mental ownership 8NHUQM3HEN.
Mental ownership.
Yeah, I trust them.
Oh, 100%.
What they do is they take they take an adjective and they take an adverb, and then they just put those two words together and then throw an ID on it, and that basically guarantees that it's not taken. So the bot just generates these names like that.
Huh. Well, at least your bot was more inventive than the bot I had at the start of my stream. I think it was just a bunch of jumbled letters. I was like, yep, I trust you. They're like, wow, I love your streams. Can you follow me? And I'm like, no.
No.
No, I can't. No, I will not.
Did they at least follow you before asking?
No.
Ow. Usually they follow, and it's like, wow,
to be like, that's a person. Yeah.
that's a person. Now follow me. Come check out my thing.
Mm.
And then they'll whisper you and be like, wow, I really liked your stream.
Yeah. Just
I have
loved
so many
it.
whispers that are just like, if any of those are real people actually reaching out to me, I feel bad.
I would not know.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
It's also weird because that's literally how I contacted you when we first. I
oh,
was like,
whispers. Yeah.
yeah, I whispered and I was like, wow, you seem like a cool person that I met.
I still whisper people sometimes if I don't have access to like their Discord or something, but I just pray that they see it. Like I don't even like I'm just gonna try.
I just forget they exist because I don't pay attention to them.
And I will say I've never had a bot come into my whispers. That's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah.
If I
Not that I know of anyway. Gonna check my whispers and it's all gonna be bots.
Twitch TV/econ.
Ugh. Hmm? Why are you going to mine?
Nice. Why not?
I don't know what you're doing.
I got Bolanol59. How are you doing? Someone streaming vibes. Great job with the stream. Love the stream. How long have you been gaming into gaming on Twitch? How are your channel?
How are your channel?
I like the games you stream. I enjoy it.
I enjoy it. Oh my god. Wild.
I wonder if this one's a real person. It sounds like a real person, and they just say hiya, but like, you sound like a bot when you just say hey. Like, oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't. You need to give me context for why you're reaching out to me.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? I really love your streaming vibes. Those are 3 different messages.
No, I get more like
Hello,
bot.
buddy. How are you doing?
I get more bot messages like in my email when they're just like, "Hey, join our stream platform. You seem
Don't
like
get
you've been
those.
doing great streams." I get them on email. It's because I put my
I'm not a
email
big
up
enough
on.
streamer.
Well, no, I think it's because I put my email in my about page. Like they can, it's
Maybe.
public. So, and that's just my streaming email. I don't put my personal one up, but yeah.
Book club equivalent of a no scope headshot. What is?
The me not realizing I hit directly into part 2.
Oh.
Yeah. It was great.
It's been so long since we were talking about that. Feels like
Funny
minutes
that.
ago.
Wonder the fuck why. I was gonna say, but yes, that is half of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Good
It's
one.
always funny when we do these. I'm always like, I'm not gonna have much to say about this one. It's gonna be a short one, and then we end up.
It's like,
I end
oh,
up just like
10:30.
so much about just fucking ranting about it.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it though. I think it's a fun book.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I mentioned in Discord, I'm more driven by like I like meeting all the different characters more so than like what's necessarily happening in the dungeon itself. That partially might be also because I'm not big on the whole survival games thing, but I do like this kind of twist on it because I'm a nerd who likes D&D and video games. But
I did say I didn't like the characters that much because they were flat. I mostly mean the main characters. The other characters I don't mind meeting. They're kind of fun.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different to meet different people and just see what's going on. And I think honestly, the NPCs, not really NPCs, because it's the wrong term to use because it's literally a video game. So
Right.
but like the non-protagonists,
Non-crawlers. Yeah.
feel like they have more depth than the protagonists.
Which might be intentional. I mean, we know for sure that like I would be shocked if Donut didn't get any kind of like character development. Like she's
I'm sure they'll
prime
get
for
there.
that. Yeah. It's gonna become the Princess Donut show.
And the problem with Carl is I can't identify a problem with him that needs to be fixed. Like, what is his character growth?
Non-protagonist characters. NPCs. I like
yeah.
that. Non-protagonist characters, yeah. What is
I
his
mean, like everybody but me. I'm the main character. Of
Um,
life.
yeah, Carl.
Like, what feasibly would be his character arc, other than what I said, where he does the fucking Hunger Games thing and tries to take down the
Mhm.
establishment. Like, it's there's no character growth there. That's just a thing he does.
I mean, I think the only thing I can think is maybe he'll like, and it's not a big thing, but throughout the book we often get little hints of like, mostly with Donuts telling him of like what his ex was doing before they broke up, and she was like seeing some guys like pretty regularly when he would like go to the gym, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then she was like staying over with the guy for a party. Anyway,
And she's
He's-
definitely gonna show up as well.
yeah. I think I do wonder if it's gonna be like a situation where like we know that the reader at this point knows that she's kind of a shitty person for cheating, and I wonder if Carl is either if it's gonna be a story of like Carl just being like, you know what, it's me and Donut against the world. I don't need this. I don't need a relationship. It's fine. Or maybe he does find some crawler that he really cares about, but that's a very like thin part of his character, so it's the only thing I can think of right now.
It honestly seems like he's already gotten over it. I mean, other than like the shock of wait, she was cheating on me.
Wait, more?
But every
Yeah.
time he's like, yeah, but she's dead anyway, so whatever, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't matter. None of that matters because it's not. It's gone.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's not in the book, like just because that's it's probably not. But like from the character perspective, it's just like, well, that's out of my mind, out of sight, out of mind. Like
He might also just be
you can't grow from that other than the amount that a normal person grows from being in a relationship and then not being in a relationship.
Oh, no, for
Eventually
sure.
you get over it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not character growth.
No, I was just saying like it's
Not to you, but it's like if that is what it is, that's just like that's not sufficient.
he also could just purely be a character that's kind of like the observer. Like he is the protagonist, but it could be just more of like, hey, we're more invested in Donut's antics and how the dungeon works, and he's kind of just figuring it all out as the reader's figuring it all out, which I'd be fine with. I think with how like silly the kind of story is, I wouldn't mind. Like I'm fine if they just don't really give him a whole lot of character development. But at the same time, there's 7 books. He's got to have something happen to him.
Gotta. Although, isn't that kind of what's his name? Is it Arthur?
Oh,
From
that Hitchhikers. That's what I was thinking. When I was saying that, I was thinking of Arthur.
doesn't really
He's
have
an
character
he doesn't
growth,
have no. He's just like I'm a
His
plain
character
guy.
growth is-
Just enjoying my nice cup of tea, and now I've been whisked into space. You know, like he's just along for the ride. That's what Carl feels like. He's along for the ride, but also the one who's trying to save their asses constantly.
His only actual arc was like that he kind of had the hots for that one girl, and that was like it. That's like his entire character.
yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, he's just being thrown around, just like looking at the universe,
Yeah.
seeing what's out there.
Yeah. But it is fun. I'm curious to see how the interview will go. Because I imagine they're probably going to talk about the ball of swine. And I want Agatha. I want to see my girl. Corbin says, I don't think Carl, I almost just said Corbin. I don't think Carl will have an arc unless he develops a personality other than being the protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he might not. That might not be the author's intention. He might just be an Arthur, you know. So.
And Donut, I can see that she might have a physical arc where she's like learning to be better at being a fighter.
Yeah,
Sort of thing.
her
Like,
character
that's
has a
obvious that
clear
that's gonna happen.
goal of she's gonna become a better person, probably.
I don't think there's gonna be much emotional growth. Like she's her. We were presented with, oh look, she's really stuck up. Isn't that bad? And then she immediately relented. Immediately, it's like, oh, okay, so you're just quirky. Like you're not actually a problem. You're just putting on airs until somebody calls you out on it. So it's not actually a character problem.
Solving every problem in a clever way.
Yeah.
That's his
It's
character.
like, where did you get this knowledge? You can't do math. You said you can't do math. Like what?
Arthur at least had a personality, though. That's fair. I think I more so meant
personality was anger.
yeah, just
mad
annoyed at
everything
everything.
around him.
Yeah, he's just like, I just want to be at home and drink my tea. Like, come on. And then without some guy yelling Magathea constantly in my ear. I miss Hitchhikers. I want to reread those books. They were good.
I never.
Have you read the books?
I must have, because I have like a different version of it in my head slightly, but it's not like very strong in my head than the movie.
Nice.
So maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't remember.
I also haven't seen the movie in a long time. We bought a is it BBC? We bought like a web series. We bought a TV series on DVD for Hitchhikers, and I think it was from the BBC. We still have to watch it.
Is that the older one where it's like older?
Sorry?
Is that the older one
It is
where Ford is a white dude?
I don't remember.
And it's like, it looks like it's from like the 60s or 70s.
It did look pretty old. It's near Aries. Do you have the Hitchhikers DVD near you? It's on that shelf somewhere.
I started to watch it, if that's the one. And I was like, it's okay, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it.
Oh, fair enough. I wonder if, or are you saying Carl is the Odysseus of our modern day? Wonder if Dungeon Crawl Carl and the Odyssey fanfic exists. File under things I didn't know I wanted. Oh, here it is. Yes.
I also wish a lot of the times they just, I don't recognize the cover specifically, but
What year is it? 1981.
is there a picture of any of the characters?
There's the robot. I forget his name. It's the one who Alan Rickman voices in the movie.
Mr. Potter.
1981. Is it a series? Yeah. Maybe there's
Someone might think you're up to something.
Yeah, volume 1, volume 2.
So
Cool. Anyway.
the Odysseus point kind of made me remember something that I was gonna say, which is a lot of the times, even though it makes sense for the story because he's being kind of railroaded into it, they solve the problems with violence, and it's just like that's the go-to. It's like, here's this big scary thing, let's beat its head in. Yay, we solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be more fun if it was a lot more like Percy Jackson series, where it's like, here's this classic myth that somebody solved. It's like, actually, let's solve it this way. Fuck it. Let's just do it wrong. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Something
I'm
a little
trying to think of
fun.
You haven't seen Percy Jackson or read it,
Nope.
right?
Nope.
So I'm trying to think of one that you would know, where it's like they just solve all the problems with cleverness instead of with the correct way to do it.
Fair. But I see what you mean. I agree. I I
Like
do.
the goblin one, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Like they're gonna talk the goblins out of like to trick the goblins into doing something, and they sort of did, and then they just fucking blew up all their babies, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, the excessive violence is like as a means to just like get through and survive. Like part of it is like I'm just like I get it, but it's just not really that exciting and fun. Like it just happens.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I it's I like a good description of some gratuitous violence, but like it's not it doesn't like you know,
Yeah.
like put some variety in there.
Yeah.
It's like I punched this thing, and then I punched this thing, and then I punched this thing, and then I punched this thing. And that's the book so far, pretty much. So
I get it. I get it. Well,
yeah, none of it feels meaningful.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
all just like this time I punched it in this way, and its head exploded in a different way than last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neat. How are you supposed to get out here and kill if you talk your way out of problems? That is true. They did say it. That is what they said. Get out there and kill.
I mean,
Alien TV yearns for carnage.
I know you're probably kidding, but like
No,
I think
that's probably yeah.
that's part of what would make it fun if they did it the wrong way. It's because they are telling them to do it a different way, and they're subverting they're going around what the authority is saying. That's a great story, right? Like the authority says you must do it this way. You're like, actually, I could do it this way, and they're like, no.
I can also see maybe the books, like maybe a lot of the fights turning into that. Maybe not necessarily in book one, but I feel like it feels like the direction of the book is going is like Carl will eventually take down or try to like mess with the syndicate, mess with the Boron Corporation. So he might try to do some like witty fun things that he learns once he like has a grasp on the dungeon. But then again, maybe every level is different. I don't really know. So
The pig ball thing was nice too, because it's like,
yeah, that was a little
you're actually like
unique.
you're making a strategy and you're doing a thing, and you're figuring out the boss, and maybe it's not the intended way to do it, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But like, and then they just like ended up just stomping in the guys. I was like, okay, I guess it's violence too.
Gotta kill him somehow, I guess. That I get it though. Yeah.
Maybe that's the arc. Maybe throughout he figures out how to make him less violent, and is like, actually, I'm not gonna kill him this time, bitch.
Yeah.
And
maybe he gets like so popular, like he just causes so much carnage, him and Donut, and then once they've got the cameras on them, then they make some really interesting moves to like fuck with him a bit. I don't know.
yeah,
Build it up.
like Katniss Everdeen kind of does that,
Oh, okay.
sort of.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, that makes sense as a plan if you want to get their eyes on you. So
Carl the cancelable.
Carl the uncancelable. Oh yes.
Too big to fail.
Too thick.
And it's kind of that idea that I'm imagining is kind of giving Red Rising.
Yes.
Like that whole thing is just him like fucking with the system.
Yeah.
And I like that kind of like don't just succumb to the system, actually fight it.
Yeah. I think he has to get into the dungeon more, because we're only like halfway through book one. But get into it, and then he's gonna. I think there's gonna be some interesting plays, because there has to be if there's 7 books.
I hope that the arc is him figuring out how to break the dungeon.
Yeah.
Instead of
he learns how to clip through the walls.
Yeah, speed run it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him go through the dungeon and like I don't want a fucking a Dante's Inferno, you know, like,
Yeah.
just like
Level
here's
1,
this
level 2,
circle
level
of hell.
3. Yeah.
I want him to break it. I want him to realize things that are going on and just realize, oh, if I do this, maybe I can maybe I can trick the judges, or not judges, the people into letting me do this.
Yeah. I sincerely
I'm
hope.
worried it's going to be Dante's Inferno, though. That's what I'm worried about.
I sincerely hope he finds some glitches in the system where he just fucking bypasses levels. like just like ends up at level 4, wakes up in level 9. He's like, oh, it worked. The speedrun tactics.
He already sorted it a speedrun tactic with the explosions as well.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Like, hey, here's your puzzle. Fuck your puzzle.
Yeah, yeah. There's also another character who I don't know if we're gonna meet in book 1, but I keep hearing his name. I think it's Mongo. Apparently he's fantastic. I don't know anything about Mongo, but he might be in book 1. He might be in book 2. I have no idea.
You think Mongo is from the Congo?
Mongo of the Congo. I think Mongo's
Georgia of the jungle.
I know nothing about Mongo.
Mongo Jerry.
Aries is just laughing in the back, like Aries is on I think you just finished book 2? You're on book 3. Goddamn. Okay, he's listening to the audiobook of the audiobooks of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
What if Mongo's a mongoose?
Corwin wants Mongo to be a mongoose. I like that.
Yeah, what if he is?
Ian's like,
He's a mongoose.
Mongo! Yay! Aries is still laughing. I did, but it's the little goblin. He's a fun guy, says Leanne. Nice.
He's a mushroom?
I was gonna say, I hope he's a mushroom man. Just a fun guy.
All right.
I will have to get to bed soon.
I'm a little turd.
Little turd, me too. Yeah, this was good though. Good chat. Good
Yeah, it was a good session.
tangent-filled chat. It's fine.
Yeah, that'll be $150 for the session. And when we should schedule our next.
Yeah, we'll send you the invoice. Yeah.
And yeah, and the system will send you an automated message to remind you.
Yeah. Now, actually, before we go, I did have a question. So, I had to check my phone. I should be fine.
No.
Okay. To meet up again in 2 weeks. I'll double check. But my question was that, do you have a preference, or does chat have a preference, if we do Tuesdays or Fridays?
Fridays are fucked.
Fridays are fucked. Cool.
Except for when I don't, I have a Daggerheart campaign that runs Friday nights. So
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So
that's
probably
why I had to move it.
that's fair. Tuesdays would be better. I could do some Wednesdays, but
It doesn't have to be Tuesday. That was just off the top of my head. Like, that's a day that I often have free. Mondays are usually okay.
okay.
Wednesdays are not. I it's not like I have to be there, but it's D&D night at the local
Board game
board
cafe.
game bar,
Fair enough.
sort of.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll.
Which I tend to do. I don't have to.
Yeah.
But I can take a week off if you need to do a Wednesday. But
Okay. Nah, I should be good for Tuesday. I think is ideal, mostly just because I know that I'm switching my co-streams with Mochi to Thursdays, and I don't usually stream until midweek anyway, so probably Tuesdays is fine.
Thursdays I can do too, but
Thursdays I will be busy. I know that.
I have a thing. I could cancel it.
Yeah.
Or it's not really a cancel. It's game night, and I just can just not show up if I do that sometimes. So
Fair.
it's not. It's like a who shows up kind of thing. So.
Okay. Well, I'll throw up a date, and it'll be in a couple weeks, and we'll go from there.
Sister's coming up to visit me this weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
That'll be fun.
Last time you saw her was Christmas?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that'll be
Since
good.
then, she's given me my book. Remember?
Oh, yes! She had the whole thing.
And I said she
Prepared.
better fucking have it all read by the time she gets here.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna ask
Mm.
when we did my book, you said you were doing like annotations and stuff on it, right? Or no? Do you have those?
I was adding notes. I can try to find them.
Because I'd love to have those.
I'm sure I gave you them. I'll double check. I didn't annotate the whole thing, unfortunately, but I can.
I don't remember.
I can find the ones that I did though. I'm pretty sure I sent them to you, but I'll check.
I don't remember them being sent to me, but maybe they were. There's a lot of things in my brain.
All good. Makes sense.
and
Thanks so
there's
much
not
for
a lot of room for anything else.
thanks so much
It's
for joining us,
All memes,
Corwin and
sex,
Leanne.
and food. So
Oh yeah, just full up. No more room.
no more room. It's like the meme, like the block and the.
Oh yeah, just
Nope,
into
no
the
more.
brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Bye. Have a good night, Leanne. Yes, I'm gonna go sleep so I can wake up in probably 6 hours ish, 7.
You know what I had for dinner?
What did you have for dinner? Cheese?
I had buttered pasta.
Ooh, buttery noodles. Nice.
Just buttery pasta, and also I ate some yogurt directly out of the can.
Out of the can?
The
The container?
container.
It is not a can. I was like, you want canned yogurt in the U.S.?
Sure it is. It's a can. It's just not a metal can.
Okay.
That's how I define can. I mean,
I
when you're
define can by
canning-
metal and like machine sealed.
Okay,
I
but
can't
when
rip
you're
it off with a thing.
The process of canning is on jars. So what do you want?
Okay, fine. That's fair. It's still sealed though. Like that's not. Well, I mean, oh my god, we're gonna get into a
Yogurt's
yogurt debate.
sealed
No, I know.
with a
Yeah, but it's so
thing.
thinly sealed. It's not like fucking. Anyway,
It's heat sealed. It's heat sealed.
it's heat sealed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
I
to
feel like
bed.
just container is not enough. I need a proper name for it other than container.
A cup? Yogurt cup? I usually well, if you have a cup.
No, but it's a full one.
It's a full one? Oh. Yeah, it's a
like
container. Yeah.
quart.
Yeah. Straight from the can. You heard it here, folks.
Straight from the can. You know in Britain they get hot dogs in a jar.
Everyone is saying bye, good night, and you're like, you ever heard about this hot dog thing in Britain? Sorry, that's really funny. No, I haven't, by the way.
It's like those fucking Canadians that get milk in a bag. What the hell's up with that?
It's great. Actually, it's funny. I don't really buy like milk really anymore, other than like
I do,
plant-based.
but then I don't drink it, and then it goes sour. So
Any conversation's hard, I feel you. And here's me being like, I'm going to sleep. What is this about this hot dog?
I
Yogurt?
am asleep.
What do you mean a can of yogurt? The fuck are you mean?
you get canned water.
Really?
There's a brand of canned water, as in like with a pop top. It's called
Oh.
Liquid Death.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and it's like it looks like terrifying, and they just like it's just water. It's just water.
Liquid death. Okay, can you pass me a little bit of... I'm really parched. Could you pass that? Yeah, pass me some of that liquid death. It's the good stuff. Oh my god. I'm parched.
Someone gave it to me at a club. I was like, this is really good. You gotta try this.
It's water! What?
What the hell is this gonna... This is fucking water.
It's fucking wild. I'm gonna look that up now. I'm gonna look that up right before bed. Liquid death. Okay, goodbye everybody. I'll go to bed.
Bye.
Bye.